What's the deal, everybody? You know who this is. This is Lila. You know, I am coming live and direct to you on this Friday for the Ish That We Talk podcast. Hey, check this out. We're going to be talking about David. I know we didn't get to talk about David last week. We're also going to be critiquing the movie Him. That's going to be a fun treat. We're going to talk about Jimmy Kimmel. We're going to also talk about Cardi B beefing. And then we're going to talk about NBA YoungBoy. The city's in turmoil. And we got a lot of other stuff that we talk about because you know we're going to take lefts. We're going to talk about a lot of things. But I want you guys to tune in, and I'm so glad that y'all tuning in right now. So get ready for the Ish That We Talk. And as always, take care of yourself and others.
You can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, please give us a 5-star review so we can continue to give you the Ish That We Talk. And now that is out the way, I will not act like I'm on AM fucking radio. What the fuck's the deal? All of you ugly motherfuckers. What's poppin'? I'm here with you. We here together. We gonna make this shit pop.
What's the deal, Lindsay? My dog. You know what I'm saying? We in the building today.
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, man, you know, it's a happy Friday. I cannot complain. Y'all know who this is. I told y'all before in the intro, this is Lily. I am the host of this show. I'm with the lady that pushes the bells and the whistles. Without her, it would not be no me. I say that all the time because it's true. Y'all would not know about me on the interwebs. Nowhere. Not in YouTube, not TikTok, not Twitch. Like, dude, got to give her the utmost respect. My co-host, my cousin, my family, my dog. Give a round of applause for Lindsay.
Hello, how's it going?
Oh, yeah. And we got the pleasantries out the way, so I don't have to say it again, but I always love to give a big shout out to Twitch. I always love to give a big shout out to TikTok. Right now, we are both on TikTok live. What the young lady say now, clock it.
Clock it. Yeah, we're on TikTok, and I don't know how the hell to use this thing. I can't see nothing in this thing. No.
We're going to try to figure it out.
Yeah. I'm trying to make it just one person on the screen. And yeah. I don't know how I got to multi people, but that's where we're at.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, it is a process to the learning on TikTok.
I haven't learned nothing.
Yeah.
I'm free balling like an old white man that don't like black folks.
Damn.
I'm on some get off my porch, Negro.
Damn. Before I shoot you, pretty much, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But, you know, here we are.
How was your week? What's going on, man?
Man, I'm here. I made it to Friday.
I'm still here. I'm still here. You know what I'm saying?
You know, how was your week?
Listen, this was one of the most hectic weeks I've had in a very, very long time.
Oh, yeah.
Between my job and also, again, I've learned insurance. I've been trying to book sit downs and meetings and interviews with individuals so I can learn the business of insurance on top of my job. I just went through hell week. Like we were getting hazed this week. Like just hands down, we were getting hazed. Shout out
Hayes.
to everybody that worked with me, man. You guys did it on a phenomenal job this week because we had to pull together some things that I don't think they thought we was gonna pull off, and we did it. So I mean, big shout out to my job. I'm not even gonna lie. Everybody that I worked with was phenomenal this week. On top of a bunch of extra that we did not prepare for, but we were ready for. And that's one of the things I respect about the people that I work with. We wasn't prepared for what happened, but we
Yeah.
took.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's how you know that you're doing something good when you are faced with something that you didn't prepare for. You know what I'm saying? And then you figure it out and get the job done. And it looks like you've been preparing all week for it, you know?
Man, we've been trying. We've been trying.
I did it up.
Yeah.
Parker, what up, bro? I'm Mike down. Nice to meet you. Hope you have a good day.
What up? What up, Parker? I got somebody that jumped on the live. What's up? What's up?
Much, man. I hope you have a good day. Yeah, it's very clear. I got you, bro. I got you. Make sure you guys follow everyone here. You guys want to run a couple battles? Do it up. All right.
Hold on. What you? Hold on. What we talking about?
Babe.
Let me end that now. Hold on. Let me get back on live because he jumped on and he was talking about some battles.
Oh.
And I was like,
Yeah.
hold on, fam.
It's a lot. It's a lot. So we have a hymn South of the South joining. Hey. So yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot trying to multitask.
Right. Because I'm like, hold on, what did I just do?
Right. So but yeah, I'm just happy that I made it through the week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so are you ready to get into these topics?
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's get into these topics on this Good Friday evening.
Yeah. Let's see, where should we start? Oh yeah, okay, let's start with some good news. We have an update. So, update. Jimmy Kimmel is back on the air after almost a week. Now, did you watch his monologue when he came back? Okay, so the monologue was long. It was like the second most watched out of the whole history of the show. It was the second most watched episode, and you know, he covered a few things. He wanted to make it clear that he was not making fun of Charlie Kirk's death. You know, that's not what he was doing. That's not nothing that he would do. He kind of got sentimental in that moment. But he did, talk about the First Amendment right and how it was pretty much, threatened through this whole ordeal. And then he also talked about even though ABC brought him back, the affiliates did not. There's two affiliates that cover a lot of markets, and both of those affiliates did not bring him back. But as of today, both of them are going to bring him back. So starting, I don't know if he comes on Fridays, but I think starting next week, they all will have him back. So yeah, and he pretty much was saying that, how Trump was pretty much, campaigning.
Same thing.
Right. Same thing. But Trump was pretty much campaigning for people to lose their jobs. Which in essence, yes, absolutely. And yeah, it was a threat to our First Amendment rights. A lot of people that doesn't agree with him, um, normally, that doesn't like him on a regular basis, did speak out against what was going on. A lot of right wingers, a lot of conservatives, they did speak out to what was going on.
As they should.
Yeah, yeah, because at the end of the day, it was some bullshit. I mean, that's the short, the short of it all. It was definitely some bullshit. It should not have ever happened. And what he said was mid compared to the other side and what they have said for people that have passed away. So, yeah. Yeah. Not only Jimmy Kimmel, talked about his return, but other people talked about his return. Other people that had his back during this whole situation. Everybody was pretty much happy that he returned. Now, his contract is up next year. So, whether it be renewed or not, we don't know. But yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at with this situation. Um, yeah, what are your thoughts about all of this?
I'm gonna piggyback off what you said last time we talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
He had it in his contract where he was gonna get paid regardless.
Yeah.
And so they was like, we're not gonna pay this man millions of dollars and not have him on TV. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I want to say this. I didn't watch it, but I know I said this in the podcast last time. This is exactly what the First Amendment is for. The government cannot tell you that you can't say what you want to say. If I don't like you, I don't like you. The government can't turn around and try to punish me for saying that. And that's what they try to do to Jimmy. You can't get mad because I don't like your tactics or how you handled Kirk's death. Like, you buzz it off. Somebody that helped you be there. Start talking about a ballroom.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at me because you don't give a F about the people that, you know what I'm saying, that actually give a F about you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what it is. And I hope now us that live in the United States of America know that we're dealing with somebody who doesn't play by the rules. Like, y'all keep saying everything about this man and how this man is going to do this and do this and do this. He is not even going by the sanction of what the government was built off of. The amendment rights. And y'all think he's supposed to make the best difference. I mean, y'all might be right, because a clock is two times a broken clock is right 2 times a day. Excuse me, I had to get that saying right.
Yeah.
And yeah, he might be on the cusp of change, but it won't be from him. It is whoever comes after him is going to have to completely be about the people of the U.S. of fucking A. Mm-hmm. If not, we're going to be in shambles.
Yeah.
Telling people, listen, I'm going to tell y'all first, and it's the interwebs. Just to be completely honest, I would rather every last one of y'all sell dope and get up out of here before we go into a dictatorship. And that's just the honest to God truth.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. That joke not only didn't have nothing to do with the death of Kirk, it was strictly going against the president of the United States. And it's when I tell people this man, it doesn't care about if you white or black. He just wants you to be on his side. That proved it right then and there.
Yeah.
Like his favorite color is blue. That's it. His favorite color is blue. As long as the money is generated to him, he's fine. It's when you say something to make other people think about not giving him those blues, is when he gives you the blues.
Like literally.
You know what I'm saying? So let's pay attention to that. And anybody that's listening right now, if you got anything to say about Trump and what Trump did, I'm going to tell you, like I say on all of my lives, or excuse me, all of our lives, argue with your mama, don't argue with me.
Right. Excuse me. You know, that's it and that's all. But yeah, you know, it was a gross display of authority. But, you know, they backpedal and pussy popped out that thing, didn't they?
Well, I'm talking about pussy popped on a handstand out that thing.
Man.
Because everybody realized, man, hold on now. Because this is literally a violation of the First Amendment.
Yeah, it is. It is. We have Latasha watching. Hey, Tasha. And thank you for the gift. And then we also have Angela watching as well. Hey. So yeah. So that is our update to the Jimmy Kimmel. You know, a lot of they lost millions on top of millions of dollars for those people that canceled their Hulu and Disney Plus subscriptions.
Mm-hmm.
So now I think that's probably the reason why they was like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Y'all fucked up. And y'all were cheering. This the thing that cracks me up so much. In my Cat Williams voice. Y'all alignment with losers baffles me. Because why would y'all cheered for a day and then y'all seen y'all bank account literally dwindle. I was like, yeah, get this bitch ass nigga off the air. And then you looked and you had negative $14 in your bank. It was like, oh shit, my bad.
Oh, hold on. Let me hit the reverse.
Y'all wow for that.
Right. Reverse.
Man.
Yeah, that was crazy. Boy. Did you do you have those subscriptions?
I do.
Did you cancel them?
I did not.
Me either.
And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Like, I don't know disrespect to Jimmy Kimmel. My Hulu is set up for stinker butt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't even I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel, so I'm never gonna act like I'm an avid fan. I'm just saying whatever he talks about, he should be freely able to talk about it. Period. Like my Hulu, my Disney Plus, like I watch Disney Plus. I watch Disney, excuse me, because I have the Disney Plus package. I watch Disney for Marvel. I watch all my Marvel movies on there. And again, my Hulu is set up for stinker butt.
Yeah. And see, I've had Hulu for God knows how long. That was like one of the first subscriptions I got. But I just bundled it with Disney like a few months ago. Ask me how many times I watched Disney.
How many times?
0. But it was like, to bundle it, it was like an extra $1 and some change. So I was like, eh.
Right.
You know, so yeah. Yeah, but we have a guest that would like to pop up. We have Tasha. Let's see. Tasha, are you there?
Hey, boo-boo, I'm here.
Hey.
Crack-a-lackin'.
So, what are your thoughts on the whole Jimmy Kimmel situation?
I just stay out of people's business. Like, if he said what he said, because I really did not hear what he said, but he apologized. So let bygones be bygones.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, the thing that he basically said was he was making a joke about how nonchalant Trump was acting when he was asked how he was handling the death. And so he was just like, "Oh,
So
I'm handling it."
I be having a man the TV. My husband is watching Bobby Flay, old ass. But so I be trying to catch up on what's going on so I can know what we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, let that man be. He apologized. It's okay.
Yeah.
Did nobody ask for him to be unalived or none of that? So that wasn't our fault, but we still can have our opinions about what we thought about him.
That is 100% true. And so
that makes sense.
Yeah, I do.
So let's be very clear. Again, I didn't watch the monologue. Jimmy Kimmel apologized for anyone who thought that joke was against Kirk.
Yeah.
It was not. That joke was never against Kirk at all. Charlie Kirk was, you know what I'm saying? That joke wasn't towards him. It was towards the person who is actually the president solely because of him.
The person who put it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That joke wasn't towards him. He never said any disparity or anything disrespectful about Charlie Kirk.
Right. Yeah. You know, it was so crazy because like watching it.
Almost crying out there.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, he was tearing up a couple of times. But you know, watching the joke that got him suspended, me along with a whole lot of people was like, okay, what was the problem? Like I didn't catch what would get you suspended. Because it was like what reach are y'all coming with? You know, it was
and why y'all trying to ban him from the stations and the industries and stuff like that's just like no.
Yeah.
Because y'all talking about it. Y'all can say what y'all want about it, but now he say something and it's like, oh damn, like, he gotta go.
Yeah.
That's that be that BS.
It really is. And you know, if somebody that doesn't align with their views is unalive, they can sit up there and talk all kinds of stuff.
They shut it down.
Yeah. They can sit up there and talk all kinds of stuff about that person being unalive. You know, they still got their jokes. They still got their negative comments about George Floyd. Still to this day.
Everything.
You know, and nobody bats an eye.
How and why.
Yeah, nobody bats an eye at them, you know, because they have been trying to paint that man out to be anything else than a child of God, you know, and it's disgusting how much they negatively talk about this man, and they didn't know that man from Adam. But you use clips of Charlie Kirk and to give examples on the reason why you feel some type of way about this man that passed away, even though you don't like the fact that he passed away. You're never for the manner that he passed away from, but you're not gonna sit up here and fake and shake about how he died. And it's like it's World War III.
This is kind of why I don't like these subjects, because I keep my opinion pinned into myself. Because if you say anything or do anything, then we all in the wrong, or we all did something, or we all, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, oh, here they go. Here these niggas go.
Right.
Like, no, y'all provoked that.
Exactly.
Y'all did that.
And then they want to act like that's not what they're doing, and they want to play stupid. And it's like, nobody is stupid here. We know exactly what you're doing. Yeah.
And I sometimes I just tend to not want, like, I just walk around here, and it's not good sometimes because you can just splash out. Sometimes I do, because what the fuck are y'all talking about? And shut up.
That part.
You can only hear so much until you be like, what do you mean?
Mm-hmm. Right.
We make this motherfucking world the fuck go around. The hell you mean?
Right.
And and I'm glad you said that.
No, you can't. As
I'm sorry. I cut you off.
Color that we can't say it like that sometimes, but the pink people can.
Yeah, you're right.
And so that's the thing that bothers me the most about this situation is if you think about it, you got a handful of black people that are going in and telling people how much this man was a racist. At the same time,
and then
and the whole thing in a nutshell.
And lean and chill with the other people. Like, okay, this is okay. I'm not gonna be that person because I'm not a racist, so it doesn't matter to me. But y'all do it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, so this is my thing. So this is what I get a kick out of, and it's kind of funny to me. I ain't even gonna say it's kind of funny to me. It's 100% funny to me because most of us are actually respecting Charlie Kirk. We're actually saying he shouldn't have died that way. No way. And that, you know what I'm saying? No way, shape, or form should Charlie Kirk, die in the manner that he died in. And y'all are trying to make him a martyr when his own people actually did it.
Yeah.
That's the, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing in a nutshell that I really found funny because everybody's trying to find a reason to be mad. At the end of the day, y'all did that. All of y'all that was on this side of this, y'all are the ones that sanctioned this.
Yeah.
Y'all gave this that. The guy that assassinated.
We don't do that. We be up in our own motherfucking skin. We be up in our own motherfucking problems. We be up and chilling. We don't fuck with y'all.
That's the whole thing in a nutshell. Y'all trying to make it seem like, oh yeah, he died. He's a martyr because of what he was talking about. No, what he was talking about bothered y'all.
He wasn't talking about shit.
Yeah.
Thank you. It bothered y'all. It bothered y'all to the point that somebody said, I'm gonna shoot him. You know what no black person ever said? Hey man, I'm gonna kill Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
No.
Not one.
It was one of y'all that said, you know what, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker.
Right. It wasn't even a thought to us. And then let's talk about how they're still antagonizing us like we had something to do with it because some Charlie Kirk copycats have been going around on a tour like he was doing, going on tours to colleges. They carried their MAGA asses to Tennessee State University. Tennessee State is a HBCU. They were unannounced. They were without permission setting up a table to invoke people to, try to debate them about DEI and something else. Right. But yeah, they fucked around and found out. Yeah, and they were kindly escorted off premises with security and a lot of students. But the part that sucks about all of that is that they, that was content for them. They recorded the whole time while they were being escorted off and spent the narrative that they were that there was a mob that, forced them off. Although again, they were unannounced and without permission on the premises.
So that right there is so funny because how dare you try to capitalize off of someone's faith? Mm-hmm. How dare you do that? Now, this is what I'll say because I'm assuming the person that's on your live is black.
Yeah, Tasha's black.
Now, check this out. With all of us, how many times have we been in funerals and we had to check somebody who tried to make that funeral about them?
Yeah.
Because black people don't play that shit.
Yeah.
This ain't your day, my nigga. This ain't your day.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. I literally been through this. The last funeral I went through. One of the cousins of the person that died just wanted to show up and show out, and people was like, "Hey, chill your bitch ass out. This shit ain't about you."
Not today.
And y'all don't know how I feel. Because it was not. No. Turn that shit down before you get turned the fuck out.
Like, you should have been riding for him before he even left this motherfucking earth.
Exactly.
That's I don't like.
Right.
Exactly. We don't play that type of shit.
Like I heard, I like, even from the pink people, I done heard somebody say, don't talk about how good she was. Everybody hated that motherfucker.
Yeah.
So give your props while this motherfucker's still on the earth before they leave.
Yeah.
Listen, a father is taken off the earth, because I want to keep it totally 100 right here.
Mm-hmm.
A father, a husband, a son, a brother, an uncle, a cousin. This individual got took off the earth. So that is always going to be a big issue with anybody. I don't care how you slice it. But let's keep it a total being. This is a man who made his money and his business off of lying about
bullshit,
DEI,
bullshit,
taking him away from his possibilities. He wanted to go to a college. He only filled out an application for one college, got denied, and said that it was DEI the reason why he did that. No, DEI didn't do that. You wasn't qualified, my nigga.
Right.
And you made millions of dollars doing this, and then you started this camp, and then you start saying lies. Again, Charlie Kirk as a man, he shouldn't have died that way. But Charlie Kirk as a man has always lied about stats to make his variable make sense. Yeah. And that's the problem. And that's the thing that nobody is even talking about. Now, excuse me, does that say we should not be sad about what's happening? No. Because he was assassinated. We should not be seeing assassination in 2025. That man was assassinated. And truth be told, this man was, in my opinion, just a propaganda person. He marginalized off propaganda. He didn't give a fuck about the shit he was saying. Just to keep it 100, if he gave a fuck about everything he was saying, Candace Owens wouldn't have been one of his best friends.
Yeah, right.
Let's just keep it a bean there. If he gave a fuck about everything that he said, Candace Owens would not be in his contact list. Yeah, he knew he was only doing that,
but
for propaganda.
But Candace, I would say that Candace Owens would be, because Candace Owens is a black woman at the end of the day, and for her to be in his Rolodex, that's making himself feel better about his views, because one, they share the same views and she's black, and for two, I'm not racist. I have a black friend. You see what I'm saying? So for those two reasons alone, I can definitely see this racist person.
Like, I have whole ass white, like, it's a mixture of the friends I have. I have white friends. I fuck with the damn let me put it politically correct. The Pakistanians and them that's coming over here and taking over all our stores and stuff. I fuck with them. As long as they cool, you know what I'm saying? As long as I get a good vibe from them, it's all about your aura and your energy to me. Yeah. You know, it's not a color. It's about your aura and your energy, how we vibe together. If I look at you and I'll be like, nah. And then it's, no.
Again, that's just stating my point. That just stating my point. That everybody's saying Charlie Kirk is a racist. I don't believe he's a racist. I believe he's a propaganda. He's a propaganda, or excuse me, he was a propaganda monster. He just always wanted to give, you know what I'm saying, give you that extra so you can pay him for some shit. He didn't give he was just like you just said. If the vibe is cool, he didn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't care.
Yeah. But he knew,
he
knew where his bread was buttered at, so he capitalized on
exactly
on that.
And
that's all it was.
Saying. Yeah.
And even speaking about that,
and some people, I guess some people didn't like it, and that's crazy because
and that's fine, because you don't have to like it. I remember my
crazy
the beautiful Jasmine that I had
until he fucking got burnt.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
The beautiful Jasmine that I had, she used to always tell me, why do you listen to him? Because I used to listen to him. And she used to be like, why do you do that? And I'm like, well, you got to know how to argue with your enemy. You got to know how to talk to your enemy. You can't just be on some, I don't listen to what he say, because you got to be able to combat what he says.
Yeah, I get that. But then in the same breath, I also get not listening to him too.
And bring receipts.
Yeah. Yeah.
That part.
Because you got to know what you're talking about. That's why I stay out of political shit. Because half the time on political shit, I don't know. I'll be like, just let me pay my bills and go on about my way.
Yeah. And you know, before the Trump era, hell, before the Bush era, a lot of people probably thought that way, you know what I'm saying? But once we started getting into certain things that just wasn't right, it was like, it kind of was hard to ignore it.
And even after the Bush era, because I was in the Army in the Bush era, and I still didn't care about what I never got into political stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I just like, let me go home because this ain't for me.
You know what? That's the wildest thing that I've heard anybody say.
At the same time, I still didn't know what people was talking about. Like, what the hell going on? And I'm up here hearing these people Army. The hell?
That's what I was about to say. That was the wildest thing anybody could have told me. That you wasn't up on politics, but you was in the Army.
And I took all my energy and time to get out of there.
Being in the Army, you have to know what's going on.
So I went in there because, okay, so my recruiter was like, you can take care of your family, you can do this, that, and the other. Uh-huh. And so that was my mindset when I went into the military. I ain't trying to, let me not lie, I do want to protect America's people, but I can't protect all of America's people, and still protect my children and my husband and my family. No, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah.
And thank you for your service.
You took the words right out my mouth. I was about to say thank you for your service, because you could have been in a situation where you were actually defending the country.
Yeah.
Period.
And I wanted to do that, but at the same time, they weren't defending me. This is where I had to hang up at. Like, I couldn't get my kids or my husband. My first duty station was in Germany, and I had a problem getting my family over there, so I snatched out. I was in that mug for 2 years without my kids, without my husband. It was hard.
I bet.
So when they let me leave, I left and I got ghosted.
Right.
I was AWOL. I'm gonna put that out there. I was AWOL for 2 years. They couldn't find me.
Oh,
came knocking at my door.
Don't put that out there, Tasha. Don't say that. No, just say, you know what I'm saying. You just left. Don't put that out there.
I'm sorry, but yeah, that's my truth, though.
Right.
I get it, and I love your truth.
Right.
But we are on the interwebs.
I wanted to do that, but I was having technical difficulties.
Right. Yeah, and you know, and that's the thing that I've always had a hang up on with Black people in the military, because you know I got family that was in the military, that's currently in the military. Yeah, because it's like you defending a country and the country don't want to protect you.
Right. They would have disposed me.
Yeah.
I felt like they would have disposed me if I did not come back home. And the reason why I did not go back, let me put that out there, is because I was sitting at home at 9/11. That's when 9/11 happened.
Yeah.
And me and my husband sitting there, I was on my bags packed and all of that. Got to go back to the go to the army. Yeah. And do my due diligence. My husband was looking at me and I was looking at him. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Man.
Front line.
They're going to have to come find me. I'm sorry. I love my country. I tried, but no, I'm not doing that right now.
Yeah, I get that because I mean, 9/11, that was scary. That was
not
that was
even
scary.
9/11.
We were literally sitting in our front room on the couch with my bags packed, about to go to the airport, and that happened. I was like,
Right.
Wait a minute.
Right. I get
And we
that.
looked at each other, and I cried. He cried. I cried. I'm not going.
Yeah, yeah, because it was like you going into the unknown. You don't know what's about to happen.
It takes a different type of individual to be that soldier.
Wherever the shit was happening at, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
It takes a different type of individual to be a soldier. You know, especially
I was a big soldier for them until that.
And so that's the thing, like, so that's what I'm saying, like,
I had everything planned out. My family was coming with me.
Yeah.
I had a whole crib. I had everything set up for my family to come with me until 9/11. I was like, nah, we're not going over there.
And I'm not, and I'm not doubting that. Again, thank you for your service, but I tell people, because I have family that's in the military, and I've seen them go through the work. I have family that got PTSD.
It's scary.
Yeah, and I got family that like go off the loop. So I understand it takes a different type of person to actually do that. And so I'm never gonna fault you for like looking at your husband and looking at your kids and like, nah, I don't want to put them through that.
Right.
At the same time, like, because we always gotta remember, like, especially with 9/11.
Because I had put them through that at first. When I first left to go to the military, everybody in the house was asleep. Didn't nobody know I left but my husband. My recruiter came and picked me up at like 4:00 in the morning.
Wow.
So I had to leave my kids and my husband. It was hard.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy because, and when I say this, please don't take this like I'm saying it as a joke. I'm just totally keeping 100. For you to be gone for 2 years without your husband and your kids, it is so much. It not only so much things running through your head, but shit running through your husband's head. You're like 2 years away, like you like, oh shit, this nigga been fucking somebody.
Yo ass.
Right. We sending pictures.
Yeah, like I'm gonna just keep it a bean.
Right.
Like it's like, hold on. The day that nigga don't pick up the phone.
And from day one, we trusted each other, but it was just hard.
It's still hard. The day that man don't pick up the phone, he could be playing with the baby.
I'm like, you don't have I'm your fucking homegirl. You don't never have another homegirl besides me.
You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He was gone, nigga. The day he don't pick up his phone because he was wrestling with the kids and didn't hear that motherfucker go out. You like, what bitch this nigga fucking?
The time zones were. I was in Germany. He was here in Kansas City, and the time zones were so different. So when I didn't pick up, he like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Nigga, I'm asleep."
Right. And then you know back then cell phones weren't like they was like they are now.
Back in the day, right.
Ain't no telling what he was thinking. He probably was like, "Oh, she ain't answering the phone. She fucking money in the soldier."
Money was there. I had to be like, "Nigga, what did you spend the money on?" Oh, I had to go buy kids clothes.
See?
Like I'm checking my account. I'm like, "Nigga, what are you doing?"
Right.
But go ahead and do that because he had the kids, him and my mama.
Yeah.
So do what y'all do. I'm just trying to check, accounts because y'all doing a little too much. Shit, I need to live up here too.
Right. But yeah. I
mean, I wouldn't change my experience for the world because I wish I could have stayed, and I just wish I could have brought my family with me. At the same time, I wasn't about to go fight nobody else's war. Even if we all was in Germany, I'd have been like, nah, we packing up and going home, me and my children. And husband. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Because they was trying to get me to go to Bosnia. I was like, what is that?
Oh, wow.
So let me ask you a question.
That was back when Bush was in office. Like Bosnia, who we fighting for? Because I'm only fighting for me and my kids and my husband.
So let me ask you a question.
So I'm here to get the best deal for me and us.
So, Tasha, let me ask you a question.
Okay, shoot.
So, when you were there, when you were out there, because you're saying I'm only doing this for my husband and my kids. When you went there, did you have the inkling or the idea of
Hi,
I'm doing this for America?
Thank you for the populars.
You said hold on, you say that I have what?
Did you have the inkling or the idea that I am fighting for America?
I'm sorry. I'm sitting on my porch. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, at first, yeah, because
okay. Okay, so you had that idea.
Okay, so you have a recruiter. You have a recruiter.
Now hold on, because you don't have to speak. You don't have to do that because I know how that works.
Like you're fighting for America, your country, and your family, and then this is what we're gonna do for you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give you this, and then it happened in that order. So America, I love, but I was mostly fighting for my family.
Got you.
Yeah.
I understand that.
I wanted better shit for my family because this is what the recruiter told me. Like, you can get benefits for them, and then they'll be set for life and all that old bullshit that they run through your head. And I mean, I can still go get it. Honestly, I can still go get it. But I choose not to deal with the government no more because they kind of did me over. Like, man, my husband relationship ain't never been the same since I came home.
Okay. So let me, I want to ask another question. Was you dishonorably discharged or honorably discharged?
I was discharged under, what do they call it? Mental conditions. So my shit is sealed.
It's sealed.
Because I was AWOL for 2 years. Then when they finally caught up with me, I had to go back to Germany. Like, they literally took me from, like, I got pulled over one day and then I went to jail. And then that's when Lee's was still out there. Lee's.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all from Kansas City, but from Lee's. So the detectives came and picked me up from Lee's, and they was like, "What's your 3 general rules?" I was like, "Damn." Okay. So they took me to the county jail. I stayed there for 5 days until the military police came to pick me up. The military police picked me up. Took me to Fort Leavenworth to give me another military ID and meal tickets and shit to get on the plane. They took me to the airport and told me if I didn't get on that flight, if they caught up with me again, I would be in handcuffs and shackles.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I did what they wanted me to do.
Yeah.
But when they took me to the airport, I had like 8 hours. So I called my husband, and yeah, we had a rendezvous. And then I took my black ass back to Germany.
Yeah.
So
To do it to get discharged the proper way. So on my
okay, so you got honorably discharged.
On my DD 214 it says under other than honorable discharge.
Other than honorable.
Exactly what it says.
So are you still able to get benefits?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I think it has to officially say dishonorable before.
Yes.
Yeah. So the fact that it doesn't say that, you're good.
Like I can still go through Fort Leavenworth and get my benefits. I just have not. I just was scared of the government.
Yeah.
Like I'm done.
Right.
They can have it. I don't care.
Yeah. And I get that too.
I'm about to pursue that though, because at the same time, I came back because they kept telling me you'll never find a job if you discharged like this and that and the other. But I work for the government. I used to work for the IRS.
Mm-hmm.
How you do that?
I mean, they wasn't lying.
I'm sorry, I've been talking so much. Hi, Sophia. I ain't even been engaged.
No, you could. They right if you would have been dishonorably just discharged. You know what I'm saying? But because you know what I'm saying, you were discharged the way you were discharged. That's how they do that. Now,
right. I'm
gonna be when I do this. Because I don't know if you have watched this show, but I'm the devil's advocate. When I say this, it is no disrespect to you. It is a full disclaimer. This is just me stating an opinion. Being a soldier and any government and being in any race, you have to drink the Kool-Aid per se. So I really hate that it was janky promoting that got you into being a soldier, because that recruiter should have let you know that you are actually doing this for the US of A. You're not doing this for your family at all. Excuse me. Just to keep it a bean. Your family is going to get taken care of, but you're not doing it for the family. You're doing it for the US of A. And you're going to make sacrifices, which is going to put your family in shambles. That's why the majority of soldiers who came in married or in relationships nullified those relationships while they were soldiers if they had longer times there, because that's what happens.
But I wanted my family and my relationship more than I wanted the Army. And I wanted to save America. I'm sorry, but I can't. And so I came home, and we're still, like, I can say we still in kind of repairment of our relationship. Like, I don't trust him. He don't trust me. But at the same time, we still here.
And that's the whole, and so that's the whole thing in a nutshell that I was saying at first. I don't know if you was listening, but that's what I was saying at first. When you put your family in front of the government when you're a soldier, you are putting things in jeopardy, because, like I said, 2 years away, certain things happen. And then you gotta give it, and then you go AWOL.
Things in jeopardy, because ain't nothing like the love from my family for me.
Mm-hmm.
When my daughter came to see me when I graduated from basic training, she didn't know who the fuck I was, and that hurt my heart.
How old was she?
She was only 2.
Oh wow.
She's 27 now, and that's why she's probably freaking spoiled. Like, I've been letting that linger on.
Yeah.
But my kids were my everything. And so, I mean, my son was like, let me see. My son was 8. My boys were 8 and 9. And yeah, my daughter was only 2. And then she had when I was, so I went to basic training. I went to AIT. When I came home from AIT, I did my little vacation or whatever, but they still had to take me to the airport, and it was just the fact of looking at them leaving, going to Lord knows what, not really knowing what I'm going into or getting into, but it was for them, for what I thought. But I'm like, nah, we gonna do something different because I can't do this.
So now I'm gonna be on my Charlie Kirk. So, honestly. So I'm about to ask you this: do you think you going AWOL and then getting arrested, and having to go back? Do you think that helped or hindered your children?
I'm not sure.
I'm to be completely honest. I truly believe that it hindered your children.
It's really both ways, because at first I thought it helped to see their mother being a strong person and being like, okay, I tried, but I couldn't accomplish, but we're gonna try another way. But now, my son, he's 30-something years old, and he drinks too much, and he drives around drinking, and it hurts my heart because I'll be like praying for him, like making sure he try to get home. So I don't know, was it a hindrance or a help? Like, that's just life, period. Like, do you know, whatever you do, is it a hindrance or a help to what we trying to accomplish?
So, and that's my thing of asking, because I'm saying in this, like I said, I'm gonna play.
It was a help, but looking now and looking back, because how they're acting out as adults.
Exactly.
And I'm like, okay, so what did I do wrong?
So I'm I'm not downplaying you.
Everything in my life since y'all being born, I do for y'all. So what did I do wrong?
Okay, so I'm not downplaying you with this, but I will say this. One of the things that I will say that hindered your children is because they watched their mother try to not complete something and then have to be forced to complete it. So it gave them a weird assumption of how they have to somebody has to make them do things.
Lily, start that over, because there was a car coming by.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
So what I'm saying is, your children watching you do that, they have a weird assumption about not completing things. Now they think that someone forces them to complete stuff. So they can be in an issue of, and I'm not saying that's your children, I'm just saying what I've seen before is and children look at that and be like, they'll look at what you did and they'll be like, oh, somebody has to force me to complete something instead of actually completing something. Because it would be like how you are. I can guarantee you it would have been not a better situation, but a different outcome if they had watched you complete what you needed to do and be a decorated soldier instead of being discharged in a certain way.
And so with that, after I left the military, everything I do out here in life right now, I complete. Okay, I fumbled that ball, but it's another day.
It's another day. But children are always going to be.
School. I still, you know what I'm saying? I still show them that it's another day. Okay, I messed that up. Mm-hmm. It's okay.
And you're right. You're 100% right.
And go and move forward. I still go to school. I still want to accomplish things. I still want to go to school. I got my CNA. I want to go to RN and all that. Mm-hmm. But that's another story. I just showed them that things can be completed, even though I didn't complete that. And I don't want to blame nobody for that. That was in my own heart, but I was not going to finish that without my family.
Yeah.
I get that 100%.
I was not going to stay in Germany without my children and my husband. I was not going to do that. And so I can admit and say I fumbled the ball on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is like,
but when I came back home, there is still things you can still accomplish.
100%. I'm never gonna tell you
do anything. I mean, even if they don't accomplish it, you still went and tried it.
Yeah.
I'm never saying that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You're probably living 100% better than what I am right now. Just to keep it a beat. What I'm saying is, kids, like, you can't never tell a kid what a trauma is. So I know a lot of like a lot of things that you are going through, and again, this is just my opinion. It's because of what they seen their mama have to do because somebody forced them to do it instead of just completing it. Like, it's going to be hard. Sacrifice is going to happen. The things that you do now is always a sacrifice. The difference is your kids are grown now. So the sacrifice to you doesn't seem like it's a big sacrifice. When they were little, it seemed like a bigger sacrifice, but but that wasn't, because they would have sacrificed that in order for not only you to be better, but for them to be better. If that makes sense to you.
It does. Yeah. It does. Because I was going through some things. Like, I had my son when I was 14, so he's literally like my little best friend. And I was going through some things. He was like, "Mama, you got this." You know what I'm saying? "Mama, you got this. I've been seeing you go through worse." And so my kids, my family, keep my head above water.
Oh, and I'm like, I'm gonna be on my Leonardo DiCaprio right now.
My head above water.
I'm gonna be on my Leonardo DiCaprio right now and do you like this. Look, because that was your best friend. You should have made those sacrifices instead of going AWOL. And I'm not saying that what you did was a bad decision. What I'm saying is, if they would have watched you do that on your own time and do it because that's what you felt like you had to do, things would have changed in the dynamic of what you're dealing with now with grown children.
And I get that, and I understand that. I can take constructive criticism.
Yeah, because I'm not downplaying you. Like, I really want you to take. You know how people be like, take it with a grain of salt. No, I want you to take this with a spoonful of sugar, because I think you're doing an amazing job. But it's one of those things where we gotta understand our mistakes. I raised 4 daughters growing up.
4 daughters. Oh God.
Yeah, I've been raising my nieces ever since I was a kid.
Pray. Let us pray.
So I've raised my nieces. All of my nieces are grown, but I realized a lot of things that they do is because of the mistakes I made. Because I became an uncle at 7 years old. I got my first apartment at 17, and I brought all of them with me. So all of the mistakes I made as a kid, they watched that, and now that they're grown, I'm watching them make mistakes where I'm like, dang, I should have been better.
Exactly. That's how I feel, because now I'm dealing with a 27-year-old daughter that won't get a job because she's spoiled because of my traumatization, that I spoiled her and made her feel like she had to do shit. But I'm like, girl, you got to get out here and get on your own. You know, I wasn't trying to make her feel like she didn't need to do shit, but I was just trying to show her you can do shit on your own. And I guess she felt like my mama did too. I don't want to be my mama.
Yeah, maybe it was more of like a overcompensation.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Yeah.
And that happens. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, when we reflect on certain things, as we get older, we got to reflect on, you know what I'm saying, some of the mistakes that we made. That's the only way we're going to make sure that our children are doing the best that they can do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I was going to be on my Charlie Kirk, and it wasn't downplaying you, but certain things like that does happen. And when that does happen, you got to acknowledge that was on you.
Yeah,
it was on me. And I take
Yeah, you gotta acknowledge that was on you.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything that I put my family through, I take full responsibility for.
Yeah.
I take accountability for all that.
Yeah. And listen, as a person that loves everybody, I 100% love that you said that.
Not trusting my husband, all that. I did that.
Yeah. And I'm glad you said it because most people won't take accountability. And I love that you said that because that's you taking accountability. And because you taking accountability, I promise your future is going to be 100% better.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it better.
Oh, it's going to be. It's going to be because you take accountability for it. People don't know what I'm saying. The whole thing in a nutshell that gets people is they always want to play the victim and always play the blame game.
Fuck up sometimes. Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's 100% fucked up. But the fact that you don't play the blame game is going to make everything better, not only with you, but with your children. Because at one point, you got to realize once the older they get, the older you get. And you can't go back.
Oh, and trust me, my children rock with me the hard and long way. They will beat people up. Like, my mama didn't say that. My mama didn't do that. People. And I'll be like, my bad. I did it, my bad.
Right.
No, I love that. I 100% love that.
Right. Well, yeah. So, this was Jimmy Kimmel. Mixed with a little bit of Dr. Phil.
Yeah, that was, that's just me being on my rant.
Right. So yeah, but that's what we do on the Ish We Talk. We take some lefts, and sometimes they are very meaningful. Yeah.
Some of this is learning. Learning as old as we are. Mm-hmm. Still learning.
Oh yeah.
Trust.
Yeah, and Tasha, thank you.
Girl, you 50 years old. I said, I'm not 50. I just turned 49. He said, girl, you 50.
Right, don't be putting no extra days on it. My mom be trying to do me like that.
Like I said, I just turned 50. I mean, 49 in September the 9th. And now, let me live my 49.
Mm-hmm. My mama tried to do me like that before I turned 40. And I'm like, don't be giving me no extra days. Because you give me extra days, you giving yourself extra days. So leave me alone.
Right. Don't even start.
Right.
5 years
and
old.
None of us got extra days.
That means you 56.
Right. But yeah. So but yeah, Tasha, thank you for being vulnerable and sharing your story. Absolutely.
Man, 100%. 100%, man.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was yeah. What was you gonna say?
I was about to say, please don't think I was trying to bash you or say you're not the phenomenal person that you is. I was just, giving you an outlook that that can probably help you and moving forward.
You know what? I need that outlook, but I'm a Virgo and you cannot bash me. You cannot hurt my feelings any more than like I said, my feelings was hurt when I had to leave my children to go to the army. Like I'm a rough, tough soldier out here. You better ask my cousin Kimmy.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that was.
I know I rock with her the hard way. That's why we about to get on off of here so I can go and lay down because I gotta be down there at the park at 7:00.
Yes.
And we are walking for awareness.
Yes. We're doing the cancer walk. Yeah. I'm gonna do the fundraiser table for the cruise.
Okay, so I will see you in the morning, honey bun.
All right, I'll see you in the morning. Thanks for stopping by.
I'll be the little skinny black chick with dreadlocks.
Yes, and come on over and sign up. You still got to sign up for the cruise.
Oh dang, the cruise. Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm broke. Do I have enough money for a cruise? Can I put it in a layaway?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
All right, honey. I will see you tomorrow, Lindsay.
All right.
My friend. Who are you?
Lily.
Hey, Lily, I will see you later. Nice talking to you. Nice engaging with y'all. Like, it's cool to be able to open up without no judgment.
Oh yeah,
Ain't no
absolutely.
judgment over here. No time.
Yeah, right.
And so I love y'all. Like I say, when we be getting out of Kim's thing, peace, love, and locks.
Yes.
Peace out.
All right. See you tomorrow.
All right, boo.
All right, bye. All right. So yeah, that was Jimmy Kimmel with a
That was
little
Jimmy
bit of
Kimmel.
with a little bit of Dr. Phil,
Yeah, that's
featuring
you know.
Tasha.
Hey,
So
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Like the preacher say, sometime when the spirit move you.
Okay. That's why you just gotta let it cook. Just gotta let it cook because we an hour in. But
That was an hour.
Yeah. That was an hour.
God dang, I didn't even know we was talking that long.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But sometimes great conversation comes out of things that you just think is gonna be just a couple minutes. So you just gotta let it cook sometimes. Yeah. But yeah. So that was our Jimmy Kimmel update. So
Jimmy Kimmel update got real.
Yeah, it got real. So yeah, so next up is NBA YoungBoy. So NBA YoungBoy is on his Massa tour, and this past week they stopped in Kansas City at the T-Mobile Arena, and I believe it was a sold out crowd, and it was pretty eventful outside of the concert itself. One thing that happened that actually I've been windmilling online about, excuse me. I've been fighting for my life because people can't think outside the box. Everybody is sheep nowadays. But there was this video that went viral. Even the Breakfast Club was talking about it. This usher at the concert, this older white guy, from what we have been told, heavy on the what we have been told, this 14-year-old kid was in somebody else's seat, and when he was told to vacate said seat, it ended up turning into a fight between him and this usher. This usher nose was broken in the process, and he had some lacerations and whatnot to his face. Watching the video, it kind of sucks when you see it, but the video is a clip, and in the video you do not hear the exchange between the child and the usher. It's during the tour, or during the concert rather, and so all you hear is music. There was a couple of people that ended up getting in between the usher and the child. They were holding the child back, and then eventually looked like security came. So like I said, this was a clip. The interaction was already in place by the time the clip starts, and yeah, so like I said, this went viral, and that was the story that we have been given. Sounds like the boy was detained and then he was released to his parents. And they were, last I saw was they were investigating to see if they needed to press charges or bring charges up on the child. Now, this was put on social media, this story that the usher was trying to tell the boy, this ain't your seat, and the boy got mad and ended up being a fight. I have this thing, even before I went back to school, this was my thing. I can think outside the box. With me thinking outside the box, I can play devil's advocate and ask questions. So I read the comments when this particular group that follows local news put up the information, and the comments, was coming down on the kid, and just taking that one side of the story as law.
Yeah.
Again, we saw a clip and we heard one side of the story. So me being me, I commented because I'm side eyeing it. Like, this is the only story that we've been told. And not saying that the person is a liar or not, but I need full context. I need to hear the other side. I need to know, I need the full picture. I need to know what was said to this boy for him to go off like that, because I just cannot be of the belief that a usher told you to go to your right seat and you still on them. Like, that
Oh,
doesn't
I
make
can.
any sense to me.
Oh, no. I can't.
But what I'm saying is that, because what I said on this post, I was just like, I just can't believe that this man was like, "Excuse me, kind sir, may I escort you to your correct seat?" Like, I'm sure that's not how that conversation went.
It didn't matter
So,
how that conversation went.
but
With a 14-year-old that was by himself, he flashed the fuck out.
but me asking for full context and asking for the other side isn't wrong.
It's not 100%. You are
I'm
100% right.
not, yeah, and I'm not gonna be bullied into being sheep. That's
No.
not me. That's not me. When I tell you I have been windmilling for the past several days in them comments, I have been windmilling because everybody wants to bring up everything else except for the point that I was making in my comment. So, yeah, like, and then, it was a couple of people that understood what I was saying. They may not have agreed, but then they understood. And then there was a couple of people that totally agreed. I didn't do it. I didn't put the post there to get people to agree with me or not. I just put the post there saying, like, hey, before y'all jump to this conclusion and just take this person's word as law, let's wait for everything to come out, because you're just hearing from one side, and you want to hear from this one side because you're feeling sorry that this person got punched in the face, which sucks. He should not have, like, it should not have been a fight. If this is the real reason why this occurred, it should not have been a fight. So it definitely sucks. I hope he has a speedy recovery, but that doesn't negate the fact that I want full context. You know what I'm saying? And then this other person made a great point. He was like, any other time we want to know what the actual story is. We don't believe the police, but now all of a sudden we taking what they say as 100% law. I said, exactly. I said, you can't pick and choose. Like, either, like, they have too many examples of them telling complete and utter lies. But now all of a sudden they're telling the 100% truth, no fabrication at all. Yeah, I need full context.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with me saying that. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with, and then some people are like, oh, well, I know somebody that works with him. They say he is the sweetest guy. I don't give a fuck what he is. I still need full context. And I need to know what he said. What did he say to that boy? If anything was said. Because, I mean, it could be that he was like, excuse me, kind sir. Or it could have been like, get your black ass out that seat. And this is a white man saying that to him. Like, we don't know. We don't know. You already an older white man working at an NBA YoungBoy concert. And I know you don't know this crowd, and I'm sure you have your biases for this type of crowd. I'm sure it's I mean, it just is what it is. I don't care how nice you are. I'm sure you have some type of biases for the YNs that were there for this type of music. I'm sure you're not bumping NBA YoungBoy. Like, I'm sure you probably, because they say he's worked there for a while, so I'm sure it's going to be different in a Chris Stapleton concert. So, excuse me. So you already coming in there with a type of mindset. So when you got to confront a YN, you going to confront them a certain way. So I'm like, that's if we're gonna make assumptions, that's what I assume. You confronted him a certain type of way and he wasn't going for it. Not saying that what he did was right, but I'm just saying, because we don't know. And I'm just creating I'm just creating a doubt, I guess.
Okay.
Reasonable or not, I'm questioning. And apparently that was wrong of me. But what are your thoughts?
Hey, listen. Me and you can debate about this all day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
For the people that are listening to us, we can debate about this all day, every day. This is the one time that, because you know my motto, argue with your mama, don't argue with me.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the one time I will give you an argument, because a lot of people that are defending what happened don't work with teenage boys. I do. I happen to actually be around teenage males a lot of times. What I will say about this is a lot of our teenage males, unbeknownst to them, have a diagnosis of defiance disorder. And so when they get told certain things, when no one else told them, when someone else tells them, hey, this is not where you're supposed to be, it's a confrontation. Because
Okay.
no one ever tells, and that's the thing that I don't think a lot of people pay attention to nowadays, because it's not a black or white or any race issue. It is actually an issue with a lot of our children are diagnosed with defiance disorders because they have always been able to do what they want to do and no one has ever stopped them. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying that they have something that you need medication with. I'm just saying if your whole life you have never been told no or you can't do that, it is a problem when someone tells you that.
Okay.
And so when you get into that structure and understand that structure, it could have been totally what you said. Excuse me, kind sir. This is not your seat. Fuck bitch ass nigga. Move me then. Sir, you can't sit here. Oh, I bet you won't. Nigga, I ain't getting out the seat. But then I have to physically get you out the seat, and then I get assaulted because I'm old as fuck.
Okay. So let's go with that narrative. Say for instance, that's what occurred. Excuse me, kind sir. Nah, motherfucker, I ain't getting out of it, blah 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 blah. Right? Uh-oh.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's say for instance that is what occurred. Once it gets to that point, I know you probably have some type of protocol where you go get security. So if it got to the point where this person is going off on you, you a old man.
Exactly.
And you know, as an old man, you probably should not be fighting this YN. So go get security to have them removed.
Exactly. So this is what I'm saying. This is what happened. Excuse me. This is what
Hmm.
I think happened.
Okay.
I think it was one of those situations where he had repeatedly told him he has to get up out that seat. He knows the protocol. Before he even got to the protocol, the little niggas flashed out on him because these little niggas flashed the fuck out. I was just in a situation the other day, just to even keep it a bean. I was just in a situation with a YN,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, "Hey, this is not the classroom you're supposed to be in. You're supposed to be in the classroom. I'm not going no motherfucking where. Bop, 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 bop. All right, cool. I know it's protocols in that. All right. So before I even can grab a walkie or have somebody grab a walkie, I got full blown attack. Boom. I gotta go right in defense mode. Boom, 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 boom. Get you the fuck up out of here, young man, because
Mm-hmm.
now you have made this situation dangerous for everybody in the classroom.
Yeah.
Difference is, I am an old man. Like, don't get it twisted. But the difference is, my 42-year-old ass was able to handle this situation to get him back into the classroom that he needed to be in, because you got me fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm going to attack you, but I need to get you where you need to be, because this is not where you need to be.
Yeah.
Simple. And again, I know what I'm saying, like, at this point, we don't have to stop. We have to stop, excuse me. We have to stop the whole maybe that white man turned around and said, "Hey boy, get your black ass out this seat." I don't believe that's what happened.
But we don't know.
We don't know.
That's my point, is that we don't know.
But what I do know, like 100% what I do know, I don't know about everybody else on the interwebs. What I do know is with a lot of these young men, when they don't have a structure or a guidance, they're going off their self. You have to understand, he's 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this nigga's going on, and I'm gonna be completely honest. This young man, because I YN and all that, I don't want to disrespect this young man. This young man is going off of, he don't have no one telling him what to do. In my opinion, know what I'm saying? I don't know about everybody else, but in my opinion, you go into an NBA YoungBoy concert by yourself, they allow you to do whatever you want to do. And so therefore, you don't think a grown person is supposed to tell you anything. And so for a grown person to tell you something, especially someone when you like, this old ass nigga, I'll beat the fuck out this bitch ass nigga. You flashed out first. We can get the race out of there.
I mean, race there, race not.
I know what happens when you don't have no guidance.
And I'm
not saying he doesn't. I have to know the structure of him, because I don't know the structure of this young man.
Right.
But I'm saying if he's at a concert by himself, then the structure is probably the way I'm saying it is. Yeah.
And I get all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not negating that this was an unfortunate situation. I'm not saying that it wasn't. And it could very well be the 100% truth what we have been told. I'm just saying I need full context, because I'm not going to just automatically believe and take this man's word for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like protocol probably wasn't followed in this situation. And secondly, if you an old man, you're working as an usher at an NBA YoungBoy concert, you chose to do that because they can pick and choose what they want to work. If you can't handle the young crowd that a rap concert brings, maybe a usher at a rap concert is not what you want to work. Or maybe follow the protocol, because I'm pretty sure the protocol was not followed in that situation. But again, we don't know. And that was my whole point. I'm not just going to take somebody's word just because you're showing me a couple photos of his face and he presumably has a broken nose. I don't know what the man's nose looked like before, but it ain't like the nose is falling. So I don't know how big his nose was before, but you're telling me his nose is broke, fine. His nose is broke. But I'm just like, just because you show me a picture of this man being beat up and I see a video of him in the fight, it wasn't like he was just standing there getting beat up. He was in the fight. And when they was being broken up, he still was trying to hold on to the boy's chain. If you're so fragile and getting all broke up or beaten up or whatever, why are you still holding on to that boy chain? Let that boy chain go. Let him go. Or lanyard or whatever the hell he had around his neck. Let him go. If you're so fragile and you are getting beat up and all this kind of stuff, why are you still holding on to him? Like, it's just stuff that just really doesn't make sense to me. And then it probably was no conversation, or it probably was a lot of conversation. However, if there was some type of dialogue and you saw this shit was going left and he was not leaving with you asking him, go get security. Why go back and forth with him? This ain't getting no better. Go get security. That's not your job to go back and forth with him. Your job is to tell him, hey, this ain't your seat. You got to vacate. Let me see your ticket. Let me help you find your seat. If the shit is not going the way it's supposed to, why engage? Go on ahead and disengage. Go get security. This ain't your fight.
So with that,
the job don't pay enough for you to get beat up like that.
With that,
I'm not gonna say that he's 100% a victim. I need full context. And that's
with all of what you just said.
Me saying that's not wrong. That's not wrong for me asking for full context. That's not wrong with me playing devil's advocate. That's not wrong with me being against the flock. It's not wrong.
Hell no.
Yeah.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's you. I'm just saying I've been windmilling for a few days because everybody wants to go along with what they're being told. And I'm like, I can think outside the box. It's okay. I can ask questions. I cannot believe 100% what we've been fed. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you can't understand that, then that's a you problem, not me.
I am fully and completely in compliance to what you're saying.
Yeah.
All of that is 100% right. What I'm saying is this, because I'll just speak on two things that you said.
Mm-hmm.
With the video, him holding that man's lanyard or his necklace or whatever he had. This is a full on I'm being assaulted. So I'm in assault mode. So I'm gonna hold on to his shit. Even when people were breaking me up, I'm still gonna be on this because
people breaking them up. It was already space in between the person that was breaking them up. There was no reason for him to still be having his hand around that, whatever it was around that man's neck. Like, let it go. Now, why are you still, like, it looks like you're still wanting to fight, holding on to that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this. I understand this is an older gentleman, and this old man probably don't even know how old this little dude is, but this old man is dealing with somebody putting paws on him. He gonna hold on to whatever's on this man's neck because he's trying to choke this man. Because at this point, now, me saying that is also saying this. I agree with you, proper and made, but and I could only speak for myself. I can't speak for no other man and whole green earth. But I can guarantee you, if I come to you and say, hey, bro, this looks like this ain't your seat. We need to get I need to get the people whose seat is actually this. I need to get them here. I need to get up. It goes into a and before I know it, I get stolen in the face. I am going to righteously beat the dog shit out of you. And then after that, I'm going to realize this is a kid. Because at that point, you just got hit in the face. So I can get him still holding on to that. Because at any given Sunday, you got me fucked up. Now, what you saying, 100% agreements of you, because we don't know the dialogue of what the fuck happened. And so that I will never come back, because he could have been like, hey, boy, get the fuck up. Said anybody to fuck up.
Yeah. And
but
that,
at the same time,
and that's my thing, because like if you've ever been to a concert and ever seen either somebody not sitting in the right seat or you not sitting in the right seat, when the usher comes to you, they're not nice. They're not.
They're not nice.
I've never seen one nice usher.
At the same time, I say this. I want to see, because I'm on your level. I want to see the beginning of that confrontation.
Yeah.
Because that's going to sway or unsway anybody for defending. I'm not defending the old man while I'm talking. I'm just saying in context clues of what I would have did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not defending this man, but what I'm saying is I want to see how that beginning started.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the middle of the fight. I want to see how that beginning started, because if that beginning started how I said it was, then that old man was not at fault. But if if it started with that old man telling him anything that was righteous, as like, hey, we got to get up. I don't care if, because people got to do their job, and because you said that, like, you know, you choose to do this. You got to understand, in this economy that we at, sometimes people don't choose to do that. I don't want to work this fucking place, but I got to, because I got to pay these fucking bills. So,
and I
hey,
get
my
that,
nigga, you got to get the fuck up.
I get that as well. But when you put yourself in that situation to be around these younger people in a crowd that either you're not familiar with or you have a bias against, then you already coming into it with a preconceived notion. So I'm sure the interaction probably wasn't the ideal. You know what I'm saying? On both ends. Like I'm just not gonna sit up here and just 100% believe that man was just a fucking angel and he tried to have a conversation with devil on wheels. Like I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. But we do have some comments. We do have some comments.
Okay, yeah, because for that I will 100% agree.
Yeah. So we have Courtney watching. Hey Courtney. She said a few things. So she said hello. And then she said that's terrible. Let's see. She said preach. When you were talking, she was like preach. And then she said, yeah, but you also have those kids that have good parenting and then get in public and act different. This is
that
true.
Is true. Well. That is very true
as well. You know, it's a lot of stuff going on with these kids nowadays, and you know, some of it is like we get it. Some of it is like, okay, y'all doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot. It's a lot. But as the adult in the situation, unless you just ask them to leave and they just hauled off and hit you with no words, there was some type of dialogue. And you as the adult should be able to see, especially if you've been an usher for however long, you know a positive interaction, you know a negative interaction when it comes to concert goers. You should have saw this ain't turning out ideal. Because if an usher tells you like, hey, you in the wrong seat, this is their seat, whoop-de-whoop, blah, 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 there really shouldn't be too much conversation. Oh, my bad, let me go to my right one. Like, because, you know, people will try it until they get told. But if you see that this is going left, you know what? I got you. Let me go get security.
So that I agree with you, because as soon as if it was me, as soon as I would have told him that, and he would have sit there like he's not moving, like I'm not going nowhere, like here, and I said again something that was aggressive, I would immediately send security down.
Yeah.
You know, but I think, and this is just me, because of what people are saying about this man. I don't believe, this is my opinion, I could be wrong. I don't believe that he was doing that. I truly believe he was like, nah, hey, but like real life, like we got to get up. You got to get up out of the seat. Like, these people are trying to sit here. I need you to get up out of the seat real quick. And it was just one of those things where, because he's 14, so he's embarrassed because he just got found out. I don't know if anybody thinks about how 14-year-olds act or how any teenager acts, but when they get pointed out about something that they know they're wrong at, they get embarrassed.
Yeah.
These kids That don't put it. It puts him in aggression. So I do believe it was one of those things where he got pointed out and just, you know what I'm saying, walking off with it and feeling that shame, he was embarrassed. And so being embarrassed made him flash out the way he flashed out. That's what I believe.
And I mean, it could very well be. But you know, like I've been saying, I just want full context. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's not wrong of me to ask for that.
Yeah, we both on the same thing. Like, I want to see the whole thing unfold.
Yeah.
Don't wait till the shit pop off. Right. I want to see the whole thing unfold.
Right.
Because I'm gonna have my opinion, and then you're gonna have your opinion, and the world's gonna have their opinion about it. Right. I'm just gonna keep it a total beam.
Yeah.
And say this: however way it happened. Again, I'm gonna piggyback off you because I don't think you're wrong. I believe the proper protocol in place. If this person, I'm just an usher. So if this person is not, I have security.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I'm gonna walk away, and then the next people that are gonna be 3 times bigger than me and 2 times younger than my age.
Yeah. And that's the protocol. Like I said, I don't feel like he followed protocol. But then again, we gotta see full context, because we don't know if he just hauled off and hit him without saying no type of dialogue back, or if there was a lot of dialogue back. And like I said, I ain't never ran into an usher that was nice. And I have been to 1,000,001 concerts. So let's be clear about that point. I have been to a lot of concerts in my day. I have never seen an usher that's nice. No usher I have interacted with or seen interact with other people have been nice, especially when it comes to if you're in the right seat or not. And it could be you mistaking a 6 for a 9. They're rude as fuck. So it's like, I just can't see. I don't care how many people vouch for him to be the nicest, kindest person in the world. Yes, he could probably be that to people he know, absolutely. But to a boy that he has never seen a day in his life, and he's telling him what to do, I can't see him being like, "Excuse me, kind sir, let me see your ticket." Oh, no. You actually have floor seats. Let me escort you down there. Like, no. Come on now. Fuck out of here. No. This is when I'm gonna fully play devil's advocate. I'm not gonna subscribe to that ideology.
This is what I'm gonna play full devil's advocate. You ain't got no time to be nice. Just to keep it a bean. You got people that's doing the most. Niggas smoking weed. You got motherfuckers not paying attention to protocols. Sometimes you have to be like, hey, my nigga, you need to get over here, or you need to move over. This ain't your seat. Or hey, my nigga, put that motherfucker out before I kick you the fuck out. Like, you have to do that. That's their job. That's literally their job to do.
There's always time to be nice and decent to people. No. When I tell you, there's always time. You can change the tone of your voice. Hey, bro, like, you can't smoke that in here. Go ahead and put that out for me. That's way different than, hey, you put that shit out. Like, come on now. Or, hey, bro, your seat is actually in 122. You're in 112 right now. Instead of being like, you're in the wrong seat. Get out. Come on.
It's
now.
always the time to do it. And let's keep it a beam. It's always the time to do that until you get ignored. Because I'm gonna always give you security. No, so I'm gonna give you that. because you got to understand that, like, because ushers have a role to play. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you the first inkling of being nice. I'm gonna say, hey, bro, you know you can't smoke that in here. Put that the fuck out, bro. Please. Can't smoke it. You look at me dead in my face and continue to blow that motherfucker. Now, the thing about it is I'm just an usher, so I'm not security. I'm not about to do anything else.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and go get security. So this is what I'm saying about this situation. I'm pretty sure, I wasn't there, but I'm pretty sure however people are saying things about this man, that it was one of those situations where he was nice, the little nigga wasn't nice. Him being an older gentleman probably turned around and said something like, hey, listen, you can't sit here. And it popped the fuck off. Like, and I'm only saying this because I actually do work with teenage males. You can be nice as hell and they will just go off because some of them, not all, some teenage males that don't have guidance, or like one of the persons that was on your live said, they act totally different when they ain't in the house because mama and daddy check shit, nobody else check shit, so they just think they can do whatever because they have this notion that outside of their house people can't touch them.
Yeah.
You know, they used to, and that's all I'm saying. Right. I'm just being a devil's advocate of that is,
right.
You know, it could have been that kind. Now,
it could have been. We don't know.
We don't know. We don't know. Lindsay has her opinion about it. I have my opinion about it. And it is what it is. At the end of the day, we both have the mutual opinion of we need to see what transpired before the fight.
Yeah. I that's just what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? I need to see the whole thing. Courtney says that's facts. I never seen one. She's talking about me saying never seen a nice usher. But then she also said about them being embarrassed. She said especially if they around their friends.
Exactly.
That's true too. I mean, it could have been a lot of things that would have played into that fight. We just don't know. That's my whole point. We just don't know. Now another thing, to move on from that unfortunate fight, is NBA YoungBoy was given a proclamation, and he was given a day in Kansas City. They made September 21st NBA YoungBoy Day. Now, from what I understand, is that technically he did not get the keys to the city. It was just a proclamation, and he got the day. He was presented with the day by Dante West. Now, I just learned about Dante West right before we went live. Dante West is a guy that was released from prison after doing a couple of years out of an 8-year sentence for having less than a pound of weed. So he was exonerated, and he was in Kansas. He was in Kansas State Pen, and he had less than a pound of weed.
I'm sorry, you were breaking up. What did you say?
Okay, so the person that presented NBA YoungBoy with the proclamation, his name is Dante West. He is a guy who was exonerated because he was sentenced to 8 years. I think he did only like 3 or 4 years. I can't remember how many years he actually did, but he was sentenced to 8 years, and he was in Kansas for less than a pound of weed.
Hold on. Before you finish, I was about to say, because it was like we getting a delay.
Okay. Because it's a delay on your end too.
I was about to say, yeah, because I was watching that on live. Like, I'm like, if I can't hear, I know she can't hear. Are we back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, this person, Dante West, he was exonerated. He was convicted and sentenced to 8 years for having less than a pound of weed, and he was serving his time in a Kansas state pen. Now, in Kansas, weed is still illegal, but right now he's like an activist. He stays on the Missouri side, and he's working for a law firm that's trying to like get these types of convictions overturned. So he's in social activism, and he is the one that presented NBA YoungBoy with the proclamation, and Dante West himself was presented with a proclamation a couple years ago, and they made 420 his day in Kansas City. So, yeah, a lot of people are so pissed that NBA YoungBoy has a day. And like I said, from what I understand, he does not have the keys to the city. He just has the proclamation in the day. But a lot of people are under the assumption that he got the keys to the city. But I don't think that that would change their sentiments as far as him being acknowledged in the city. You know, he's not from the city. Then a lot of people want to bring up his rap lyrics and whatnot. No, and bring up his past legal problems. Now, yes, he does have one hell of a past. I will give you that. And that's saying it lightly. He does have one hell of a past. However, I'm not gonna act like he ain't been in trouble since he been pardoned. He's been actually doing pretty good since he's been pardoned. And I hope he does continue on that path of doing good. He has the ear to the youth right now, and a lot of people are looking up to him. So for him to be, because I mean, while he was on house arrest for those years, he still was very successful. Still was consistently putting out good music that people were buying and promoting and
you're saying all that
following.
I don't believe it.
But you say you don't believe his accolades? Is that what you're saying?
No, I said you're saying that like you don't believe it.
No, I mean that's facts. He was still successful while he was on house arrest. He was putting out successful projects while on house arrest. Like there's nothing to believe. That's a fact.
That is.
And he got pardoned, and like I said, he ain't been in trouble since he got pardoned. So, I'm happy for him that he's on tour, because that's one of the things he couldn't do while he was on house arrest, was go on tour. He couldn't capitalize off of his stardom while he was on house arrest, which I mean that was on him, not saying that it shouldn't have happened or anything like that. I'm just saying I acknowledge the growth, and I acknowledge the fact that seems like Kansas City the only place that's really had an incident since he's been on tour. So, but people are totally up in arms about him being acknowledged. Like, y'all don't know that this is like propaganda or promotion. If you like, case in point, this person that presented it to him, this Dante West, I never heard of this man until right before the show. And then I went to Google to learn about him. But he got his day a few years ago.
Yeah, I remember Dante West Day. Because they had Dante West.
Yeah, see, I didn't know nothing about this young man. But when I did do my little research or whatever, Hollywood Unlocked, they acknowledged him back when he got the day and what have you. But it wasn't like he was making national news or anything like that. They weren't talking about him on national platforms, But what they was talking about was the fight, which is crazy. They weren't even talking about NBA YoungBoy getting this proclamation, but it really got people really pissed off that this boy got this proclamation. I'm like, y'all got so many other days that y'all can choose from to get your own day. And on top of that, from what I understand, is that you have to request to get a day. And they either have to accept it or deny it. So people have been putting out lists and stuff like that of people from the town who they feel like should get the key to the city or get a day or anything like that. And I'm like, okay, but have these people put in a request to get that? I mean, I feel like some of the people, yes, are pretty deserving, but have they even tried to get a day? Have they even looked to see how do you get a day? Do they even care to get a day? Like, this is, I don't know, like Kansas City, it doesn't matter what happens here. They're just full of haters. And it's sad.
You took words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I will say this with 100% respect for my town. You know, a lot of people don't think I like my town because I'm a Patriots fan. So I get a lot of hate.
Yeah.
But I love my city. I respect my city. I think my city is one of the dopest cities ever created. I be around the city. You know what I'm saying? In the immortal words of the children, I be outside. You know what I'm saying? I love my city. At the same time, my city is full of disrespectful, hating ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm going to play devil's advocate with this and say this. When you put a request in to have a day, you should be denied if you're an NBA young boy. And the reason why you should be denied this, and please listen to me and understand when I say this, is because you, for what everybody knows, not about what you did before you were pardoned, you have been known to not even follow protocol. Even when you were in lockdown and serving house arrest instead of going to prison, you have violated every fucking rule known to goddamn man. Let's just keep it a bean here.
Hey, don't judge me for my past. I don't live there no more.
I don't give a fuck about that. I give a fuck about you never followed protocol. You kept fucking up and then you got a pardon. See, this is the problem that I have with America, period, on certain levels. Niggas are just getting away with dumb shit, and then for some strange reason, you have bleeding heart motherfuckers that keep on giving people passes. And this is why we're going through the shit we're going through with school shootings and just black on black crime, white on white crime, brown on brown crime. All of this shit is happening is because everybody is allowed to get passes. I can run up and shoot you, your mama, and your cousin, and all of a sudden, a motherfucker be like, oh, no, he did that because he was in remorse and what. No, it ain't about me. It's about the people I just fucked over. This is the problem that we have. And I'm not saying NBA YoungBoy did that. I'm saying this is the problem that we have in America. Why in the fuck are we even allowing this? And with all due respect, NBA YoungBoy, all due respect, why the fuck are we giving you anything in this city when you haven't done anything in this city except bring your stupid ass over here to do a goddamn concert? And I mean this with the bottom of my motherfucking heart. Like, I can see if he was like, oh, I Kansas City the spot. I'm gonna do this. I'm moving functions over here. I'm getting this shit popping. If he's doing that, I don't know about it. If you're not doing, why are we giving him anything? Why?
Why
Like,
not?
and I don't want to sound like a hating ass nigga. What I want to sound like is somebody that can honestly say this. If that's the case, why in the fuck is people that put requests in to have a day not getting a day because of their past?
So who put in a request to get a day that got denied?
So it's been plenty of people. Everybody does that. Everybody.
Give me an example.
So I can't give you an example, and just to be quite honest with all of the people that's listening right now, I can't give you an example of that, and because I don't really follow that. But I actually do know people that actually put in a request for getting a day because they have done things in the city.
So how do you know that people put in a request and been denied? But if I ask for example, you say you don't know.
So I can't tell you anybody that was accepted.
That's what I'm asking. Who put in a request and got denied?
So I don't want to do that because I don't want to put people on blast. Because I don't want to.
If anything, that's putting the city on blast for them being denied.
So my whole thing in a nutshell is I don't want to go into a shit where, especially on the interwebs, where they'll be like, oh, well, this nigga was this and this nigga did this and this nigga did that. Why? I'm not doing. I don't want to go through any of that. But it has been people in the city that's been denied these requests. So I don't understand how NBA YoungBoy can get that granted right then and there just because.
Okay, so let's just be real about this. He was pardoned by Trump. Everybody on both sides are kissing his ass. So if this person requests to have a day and this person was pardoned by Trump, yes, they're gonna give him a day. I mean, that's just it in a nutshell. If it was another president, he probably wouldn't have been pardoned in the first place. So,
okay.
But this is the world that we're living in now. So for people to be coming down on NBA YoungBoy or the city or anything like that, like I get you coming down on the city, but like NBA YoungBoy ain't got nothing to do with that.
Again,
he put in a request and it got accepted. Like, what you want me to do? Like,
again, I didn't say anything about NBA YoungBoy.
I didn't say that. I'm not saying you specifically, but people have been coming down on him, and it's just like, damn, I put in a request just like everybody else. It's not my fault that I got accepted and you got denied. Like, why is that his fault? That's
not his fault. That's the city's fault.
Yeah, but then the city, like I said, is just like everybody else on both sides. They kissing Trump's ass. That's just what it is. Like, at the end of the day, they kissing Trump's ass. This person got pardoned. Yeah, this person got pardoned by Trump. Let me go on ahead and make some news. Like, yeah, it happened. News got made. News got made. Whether you like it or not, it's news.
So whole thing in a nutshell.
Now, if old boy that does free haircuts every school year and does book bag drives every year, if they was gonna give him a proclamation and it got accepted, that probably wouldn't have made all the local blogs, let alone major blogs. Probably wouldn't even make the 4 o'clock news, let alone the 5 and 9. Like, come on, y'all. Let's just be for real about the situation. This is for publicity.
Boom. That's what I was about to say. This is the whole thing in a nutshell. It was for publicity, and that's the thing that I know a lot of people are being in uproar about. My whole thing in a nutshell with that is, again, I don't have no dog in this fight. But what I will say is, again, like I said, no downplay to NBA YoungBoy. But at the same time, don't give anybody anything towards a city that they're not even doing anything in. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that.
But what are the criterias? What's the
I have
criteria?
no idea because
That's
I've
what I'm
never asked
saying.
for
Like,
a
what,
day.
like if the criteria to get a day in Kansas City is that you gotta donate or you gotta do something with your city or anything like that, and he ain't doing nothing or he ain't said that he was gonna do nothing, maybe that's one thing. But if all I gotta do is request and I get a proclamation in a day, okay, I'm gonna put in a request and see if I get accepted.
It
I got
should be
accepted
more
back.
into that. That's the whole thing in a nutshell. It
That's
should be more into that.
It should be. It should be. But it's like when I thought it was the key to the city, I put up a post and I was just like, y'all act like this key is really gonna open a door. Like, what are we doing here? Why are y'all really tripping like this? Like, this is stupid at the end of the day. But you know what? Let's see. What is the criteria? What is the criteria to
this is why Lindsay is the
a
person that pushes the bells and whistles.
to get a day.
And also the one that orchestrate things as far as what we talk about is because she will do it live because I'm just going to state my opinion and she's going to say, oh, nah, well, let's look up what it means.
Yeah. Okay. So listen, there is no single universal set of criteria for getting a day in Kansas City, as it refers to a conceptual idea or a personal plan, not a formal requirement. Instead, you can experience a great day in Kansas City by incorporating popular activities like visiting museums, exploring distinct neighborhoods, or enjoying the famous Kansas City barbecue. To maximize your day, consider using the case. Wait, hold on. They're talking about a perfect day.
No, I'm talking about a day.
Yeah, right. To get in a day named after you. Okay, let's see. Okay, there is no formal or official process in Kansas City to get a day named after you. However, you could be nominated for a local reality TV show feature, My Perfect Day. That's not it. Okay. Let's see, City of Kansas City. No, that's not it. Okay. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
What is the criteria to get a day named after you in Kansas City? I mean, that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? But that just goes to show you, it really ain't nothing to it.
It's just
Let's
you
see.
get denied or you don't get,
Right.
or you get accepted.
How do you get a day named after you
Because if it's easy peasy lemon squeezy,
Mhm.
the History Talk is going to get a day.
Right. Okay.
Day.
I think I found it. To get a day named after you in Kansas City, you must request a proclamation from the governor of Missouri, as a proclamation must have statewide significance and come from a Missouri resident. You must submit the request form at least 60 days before the date. Suggest language for the proclamation, and the governor's office has the discretion to approve or deny the request. Now, going off of this, the governor is a Trump MAGA person, Republican. So of course, somebody that got pardoned by Trump, and you're asking for a day in Kansas City,
is getting a day.
It's getting a day approved. Approved. What are we?
Now that we know, about? Like everything that I just I'll keep a total being. Everything that I just said, throw the fuck out the window.
Like
throw that baby out with the bathwater.
Okay, like what? At this point, let's move on. Like
throw that baby out with the bath, and I can be 100% fair and saying throw that baby out with the bathwater. What I said don't fucking matter.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Congratulations to NBA YoungBoy. Wish you continued success on your tour and in life. You know,
I do too. I just
shout
think
out
it's
to him.
asinine for your little bitty stupid ass to have a day in my city.
I
But
don't.
I don't care. I
Yeah.
really don't care.
Yeah.
It's not like you, unless you come back on the day and like
He
give out
could.
sandwiches to the homeless.
He
I don't
could.
care.
He could. I mean, I'll tell you this. Trina, the rapper Trina, she, she's from Miami or whatever. She has a day, been having a day in Miami for a really long time, but she does positive things with her day. She puts a free concert on and it's like a community event. They do all kinds of stuff for the community that day. Like it's an outside event. They have like all kinds of stuff for kids and everything. She brings people out. They put on a free concert. Like it's a big deal. So it
You
could,
100% said that's her day
yeah,
and
yeah.
her city.
Yeah, that's her day in her city. Nonetheless, she does put on things. So he could come back and do some shit. Like we don't know. We don't know. Or he can just put it on the wall with the rest of his accolades and going about his business. We don't know. But
Stop.
what we do know is that he got the day. So yeah.
So I will say this, and we'll move on past. Stop, America. Stop making fucking participation trophies. Because that's just exactly what this fucking is. If you're gonna get a day in a city,
Yeah.
do some shit for that city. Period.
Yeah. I had got a proclamation when I was a kid. And I do not know where it's at. And I don't even remember what I got it for.
See?
But I do remember getting it. And Mayor Cleaver signed it. That's how long ago this shit was. Yeah. Like I was in elementary when I got that. I'm trying to remember what I got it for.
Even saying that out loud.
I know.
Now, as we talk, we should try to get a day.
Why the hell not?
We should try to get a day. And every time that the day comes across, we should do something for the people.
Yeah.
And we ain't got no money. It ain't like we got millions, but we can do a show. We can do a live event. We can offer some shit to y'all because it's our day to do it.
Right. Right.
And y'all should love it. If y'all don't love it, then I will look y'all dead in the face and say, well, why the fuck NBA YoungBoy got one then?
I won't do that.
I will.
But free lanyards for everyone on my day.
We gonna do the most.
Yeah.
We gonna do the most.
Yeah. You know what? Let's go ahead and start that campaign today.
Today.
Yes.
It's We Talk Day in Kansas City.
Yes. Absolutely.
We should be able to do that. We should be able to give you a live show. Not only give you a live show, we should be able to give you at least a lanyard while we're doing a live show. And it's a day.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Everybody likes a good lanyard. So free lanyards for everyone when we get our day in Kansas City. The issue we talk. We need to go on ahead and start that campaign.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what we're gonna do. Mark our words. Friday, September 26, 2025. We are starting the campaign to get our day in Kansas City.
Facts.
All right.
Facts.
So yeah. We are 2 hours in and we have talked about 2 people.
Hour-long conversation about
yes, it's a lot. It's a lot that's been going on. But this is a great show. So yeah, next up, let's talk about Cardi B and JT. So Cardi B and JT, they kind of went back and forth this past week. And yeah. So Cardi B's album "Am I the Drama" came out last week. There is a song on the album where she takes shots at JT, and she also takes shots at JT's boyfriend Lil Uzi Vert. The shots were lethal, and you know who she's talking about without her having to say the person's name. And I'm not gonna go into detail on what she said in them shots. Y'all can go look that up yourself. But let me tell you, that shit was disrespectful, and she would have to see me. It would definitely be on site. I tell you that much. So, JT, initially took to Twitter, and then she ended up on Snapchat, which I feel like she ended up on Snapchat because she gets paid from Snapchat. So she was capitalizing on the moment and monetizing the beef. They also saw her in the booth while she was on Snapchat and whatnot. So we may get some music in retaliation.
We're not gonna get.
We may.
Hey, we're not.
I mean, you don't know. You don't know until you know.
I do. JT is not gonna give you no music.
She called you personally and said, "Hey, I'm just capping. I'm in the studio just chilling."
We're not gonna get no music from JT because JT doesn't even try to make music anymore.
What do you mean? She put out a whole album last year.
She did. And what did it do?
She did have one song that sounded like a straight Jeezy, TM 101-esque song, and then she ended up putting Jeezy on the beat. But
you said it yourself. You said she did have one song.
Yeah, she did have one song.
Out of an album. So let's move on.
Yeah. So Cardi was at a meet and greet, and she was live and she was taking shots back. So, they went back and forth. Not talking directly to one another, but they were going back and forth. So, like I said, she was in the studio. We may get a retaliation song. You are of the belief that we're not. But yeah.
Why?
Now, the shit that she was saying. Why would
you put a retaliation song up against somebody right now whose album release just came out? Cardi B is a person that capitalizes off of the disrespect that other people gives her. And why would you do that when you know you don't have the chops to even go against half of the people that she deal with? Let's just keep it
talking about half of her writers team.
Exactly.
Okay.
Why would you can't do that? You don't have a writers team. You think you're gonna do that? You think JT is gonna be like, I'm gonna give a ether or hit him up?
No, I ain't saying that.
I ain't saying she gotta go that far. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, you think she's capable of giving a track that's a beef track? You think JT is capable of that? I don't believe it. I just don't. Sorry, I
you
just
don't believe that she can do a diss record?
I don't believe she can do a good one.
I mean,
and I could be wrong, and I will say if I'm wrong when she does it.
I mean, we will have to wait and see. I'm not gonna downplay JT because JT, she can rap, she can write. You know what I'm saying? You know me, I'm gonna bet on Black, so I'm not gonna.
And I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna count JT out. I would like to see her win.
And you got to look at JT, and then you got to look at the conglomerate that Cardi B has behind her. Even the conglomerate that Cardi B has behind her we said that last week. Out of an album, 4 or 5 songs are bangers.
Yeah.
So let's look at the demographic of what this is. You got JT had an album last year. You said 1 song. Cardi B got an album that just came out, and you said at least. I said maybe 4. You said 4 or 5.
But to be fair, I didn't listen to JT's album. The album could be a masterpiece for all I know.
It could not be, because we would be talking about it. It's not a masterpiece.
Well, this is my thing. This is my thing. Like, I can acknowledge JT's pen, but it was just something with the City Girls as a whole that just didn't resonate for me. So yeah, I'm not gonna jump to listen to a JT album. So I can't say yay or nay. All I know is that she did have that okay song, and then she did the remix with Jeezy. So that's why I'm like, I know one song.
One good song.
But I didn't listen to the album to know if it was one good song or not, is my point. Because I don't listen to, like, it's probably like 2 or 3 songs that are City Girl songs that are saved in my phone. Like, I'm not a big City Girl person.
Are you a lyricist person?
Yeah, no, because I can listen to some ratchet shit that is telling me that 2 + 2 = 10.
Okay, so let me rephrase this so you, you know, you can get an understanding of what I'm saying. Who's your favorite rap group?
Did you just ask me that?
I'm asking for the audience.
Okay. I was like, wait, what? Bone Thugs, of course.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. Would you say that out of the 6 members in Bone Thugs and Harmony,
it's 5, but
5, excuse me.
Yeah.
Out of the 5 members, do you think they're lyrical?
Yes.
So, by definition, you are someone who listens to music for lyricism. Do you believe that JT is a lyricist?
No.
I rest my case then.
But I don't think Cardi is either.
Again, we're going to go through what I just said. You heard 1 song and then a remix, and then you heard an album, and you totally said out of the whole album, maybe 5 of them were dope. You put that category together, why would JT ever try to go on a beef track? You automatically know where it's gonna go. Trash.
I'm not gonna say that though. I'm not gonna say that because some people shine on diss records. Some people shine. Some people turn haters into lovers after a diss record because they get so gutter with it. You know what I mean?
Name me one person that had a diss record that you thought wasn't lyrical, but had a dope ass beef track.
Drake. And I believe I'm in the majority.
And I'm 100% agreement to that. And then what happened?
He won.
No, he went against somebody. Eventually, he went against somebody that was better than him.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying.
But I mean, everybody ain't the GOAT in every battle.
I ain't saying that.
Yeah.
Jay-Z
I mean, you win some, you lose some.
Jay-Z lost against Nas.
Right.
At the same time, I say that, think about it, because you know me, dude. I tell people to this day, nigga, if you want me to be in the studio, nigga, book me. I'm saying this to say this.
Okay.
If you don't think a person is lyrical and they're going against somebody that you don't think is lyrical, but also makes records that are a bop, that person is going to lose every time. Because even in the category of Cardi B and JT, Cardi B does this with a team. JT doesn't have a team. It is going to be a lose-lose every time. If you think she's going to be in the studio and make an ether, I will say, I will point out to this. When Remy Ma went after Nicki and everybody thought that was, that shit was, Sheether was hard. And then you found out that Papoose wrote that.
I did not think that Sheether was
hard. I was about to say, not only did Papoose write that shit was not it.
It wasn't. We talked about it for a day, literally.
I'm just saying.
It didn't. The bitch had the nerve to call it Sheether. If you don't get the entire fuck out of here.
And then Nicki shut it down with 4 bars. Let's just keep it a bean.
What's the 4 bars? Z. No.
No, yeah, that's hard. But what she say? She said some I did this all without having to be on the map. I did this all without being on the map. I did this all without needing a pap.
Yeah. I guess you needed a pap.
Yeah.
And then who goes away from their son over a stack? You shot your friend over a stack. Like, she said some shit in there to where it was like, ooh. And then me and Drizzy laughed at that.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Right. How like, you this go is what I'm saying, y'all. Doctor like, is raw. When the bitch came out, she looked like nah. like
this is what I'm saying. Like that. Like don't go against nobody that got a team, or go against somebody that is lyrically better.
Yeah.
Like I get the jealousy. I get people being like, nah, I can do this. I can do that. Sometimes you got to be in the mirror and look at yourself and say, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. 1, I don't have the penmanship, or 2, I don't have the team behind me to do it. JT don't have the team behind her to do it, because Cardi B lyrically can't do it herself, but she has a team. JT doesn't have a team. It'd be a whole different ball game if JT had a team behind her.
Yeah,
she don't.
Right. But see, this is the thing that sucks about where the culture is, where the rap culture is today. Because if this was 25, 30 years ago, which sounds like a whole generation ago.
It does.
It really does.
It does. And I realize I'm in my 40s and I'm like, God damn.
Right. But that was when we had real beefs. You know what I'm saying? And they took the shit seriously. And you were looked at wrong. You were looked at as if you were wrong if you had somebody helping you with your rhymes in a beef.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it had to come straight from the dome. There was no reference track or nothing. At best, you sampled or you jacked for a beat at best.
Yep.
It was your pen and your pen only. You did not have no help. Nowadays, it's not the case. Like, nowadays, folks is okay with people having a whole team to help them on a diss record. That's not cool.
And so I'm glad you said that because even going back, not even going back like y'all think I am, but Kendrick Lamar again has he set the standpoint of it is no more having a team. You got to do this shit on your own. Because I beat a whole team. I beat a team of writers. Like, and that right there should tell you that nowadays, if you want to do a beef track, you have to be solidified with your pen. Now, I'm not saying Kendrick Lamar is the best rapper known to man, but I will say Kendrick Lamar set a deficit of bringing it back to it ain't no more getting niggas to help you.
Yeah.
Because even them niggas that help you is just going to make you look flashy. I'm strictly talking to your bitch ass.
Yeah.
Fuck them. I'm talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't do anything about that. Them niggas can say whatever. They can talk about everything except my children or my wife. And when they do that, I am just strictly about to destroy you. I ain't even gonna go against them bitch ass niggas. I'm still talking about your bitch ass.
Yeah. Right. Excuse me.
So I don't think JT has the chops for that. And I could be wrong. But
stranger things have happened. Yeah, I get that. And stranger things have happened. So all we can do is just wait and see. I would like to get some bars out of her. You know what I'm saying? Instead of her just hopping on live. Because anybody can hop on live and go off. But can you make that shit rhyme over a dope beat though?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
let me hear that.
Yeah.
Let me hear you rhyme.
Yeah.
Your BBL stick.
Yeah. Right.
Let me hear that.
Right. That botched ass body. Right. You letting every Tom, Dick, and Harry dump off in you. And you having everybody kids. Like, I would get real gutted with shit. I'm like, I'll be like, well, shit, that's what your family do. So that's what your heritage is.
Let me hear that.
Like, I would get so gutted with the shit. Like, that bitch be wanting to fight me when I get done.
Let me hear that you are really exploiting Black culture when your whole family doesn't even sway the Black culture.
Right.
Let me hear that.
Right. I'll be on some straight up. We don't want to hear you say nigga no more.
Exactly. Like let's do that.
I would come after her. I would come after her fans. I would be like, yo, y'all let majority of y'all is Black and y'all let this non-Black bitch call y'all niggas. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, I would be going hard. That bitch
I'm petty.
Fight me when I get done.
I'm petty. JT, listen, here go a bar. It ain't even a bar. I'm saying here go a reference to a bar. Why is your areola so big and your nipple so small?
Right. Right.
That. Why your ass so fat and your thigh so little? Like these are the things that you need to be talking about.
Why your hips look like a drag queen's hips when they be putting them prosthetics on to walk down the aisle singing "I Won't Survive" or "I Will Survive"? Like, why do you talk
about how niggas ain't shit until you say niggas love eaters? This is like, talk about that.
Right. You want to talk about my man?
He has millions of things that you can exploit.
Right. You want to talk about my man, but your man looking at my man. So what's up?
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about your baby daddy. Has controversy about him fucking other niggas.
Right. You want to allude to that with my man?
Let's talk about.
I ain't never heard about that with my man.
How your baby daddy has multiple children, and your other baby daddy has, you know what I'm saying, has a plethora of motherfuckers that he cheated on with you. So let's do this. Let's talk about how your pussy ain't as good as you think it is.
Right.
That
WAP
WAP
dried up.
is a flop. Let's talk about the WAP as a flop.
The WAP is a flop. Like, man, it's so much material.
That's a bar. Listen,
right.
We're gonna trademark that because that's the issue. We talk shit. Don't JT, if you take that, I'm gonna immediately take you to court.
Right.
Because this the poor man's trademark right here. We said it on live.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is, this is what you need to do. This is what beef is. You gotta get into the meat and potatoes of it. Like, if you're gonna do a diss track because she did a diss track, you gotta go into it to make her like shiver a little bit, like make her feel like, oh, I hate this bitch. Yeah, like, yeah. It is what it is.
Right.
I'm never gonna do a beef track and then turn around and be like, nah, we cool. No,
absolutely.
It is what it is. Like, we can be cordial with each other. We can be cordial. We can speak in public and not have not have an altercation, but I just killed you.
Right. Like, that's pretty much what the beginning and end of it is going to be. Like, you're going to want to fight me. You're going to be like, as soon as I drop this baby off, bitch, send me your location. Like, you're going to be on that type of time when I get done with your ass.
Yeah, you got to be on
I'm going to be like, your baby is for everybody. I'm getting low with the shit. Your baby is for everybody.
Like,
just like
who
your
exactly is your
everybody.
baby daddy?
Right. Because, your baby daddy might be your husband, might be your mistress. That's for everybody else. That's not a flex.
Listen,
it's not a flex.
I would love a bar if JT said, nigga, is it Takeoff, Stefan's, or Devon's? Because, nigga, you fuck everybody.
Well, I wouldn't bring Takeoff into it. Rest in peace. But
I'm just saying, I would be on that type of time.
Right. Like, what team he play for? The Patriots?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be like, sure, you done ran through the whole team, bitch. Like, yeah, we know what you was doing in that fucking locker room. Yeah. Like, I would be on a lot. I'll be on some for real type of time where that bitch would want to fight me after. Like, I don't care at this point. I don't care. You want to talk about me and mine? Well, let's talk about you and yours. Because your shit is messy and ghetto as fuck.
You gotta dig, and that's the thing. And
it's so much material.
Again, we talking about Cardi B and JT, but I'm like, you gotta take that. I think that set a precedent. Kendrick put a standpoint on things where, nigga, if you're gonna beef with me and you're gonna bring my family, I'm gonna bring all of your atrocities up.
Yeah.
And I don't think people really understand how dope that was, because it would no more because we can talk about Hit 'em Up on how Pac was putting allegations up, but at the same time, Pac was not putting allegations up. These are things he actually seen.
Yeah. And
so Kendrick did the same thing. And like, we watched how beef grew, where people just was like lyrically trying to kill people, double over, double kill, where they couldn't respond because they didn't want to bring up people's past. Like, think about it. Even talking about the Kendrick and Drake beef. Meek Mills knew a lot of shit that was going on with Drake. He just didn't want to say that shit out loud. Kendrick said, I'm going to say that shit out loud, bitch ass nigga, because you brought my family into this. Same thing with Pusha T. When he went against Pusha T said, I'm going to say this shit out loud, bitch ass nigga. Like, let's just keep it 100. Drake is 1 for 2. He won 1 battle, lost 2 of them, because nigga said, I don't give a fuck, nigga. You got me fucked up. I'm about to fuck you over.
Yeah.
I'm about to fuck you out because I know what you do. the industry knows what you do. Just don't nobody say shit. So that's what you got to do to Cardi B JT. You got to know what she's doing, and you got to say, all right, bitch, this is what it is.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to win this. Other than that, you probably need to shut the fuck up because you're going to have writers that's going to go against you.
Yeah. She going to have a whole team. They going to be in the writer's room like it's SNL or some shit.
And she's going to drop some shit and you're going to be like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. But if you know what's going on with her, if you know, hey, niggas don't even know this, wop, 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 wop. Like, nah, that's what you need. It's one of those things. I'll take it from my sisters. My sisters are one of those. I love all of my sisters. I have beautiful sisters. My sisters, as angelic as they look, say some shit about them and they'll go all the way to hell about you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll bring up some shit. You be like, damn, you say that shit out loud? I did that when I was 14. I don't give a fuck, bitch. You was fucking niggas in a doghouse. The fuck you gonna talk about me? These are the type of time my sisters be on.
How you fit in a doghouse?
I don't know. Ask them.
So yeah. Yeah, so this will be something we're gonna watch and see what the next step is. So yeah. As far as David is concerned, this situation literally developments come out every day.
I was about to say daily.
Yes, there are 1,000,001 conspiracy theories about this. I don't know which way is up when it comes to this story, but yeah. So David is a singer. He comes from social media, and apparently he used to do videos, and I think he was a streamer, and he was like streaming him playing games, and he was playing real people music. So his mom suggested to him, why don't you make original music, because he kept getting shut down for copyright. And so he started making his own music that way. So he became a very popular person online. And with his music, he started having a following and what have you. And he was on tour up until recently. While he was on tour, his car, which was a Tesla, was impounded. At the impound, somebody walked past his car and reported a terrible stench from the car. So the police were called for them to open the car. So they opened the car. They opened the trunk. I believe the trunk is in the front on a Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
So they opened that up and they found a dismembered body. The person, and it wasn't all the parts were not there of the person. The person that was in this trunk was a person that had been missing since the beginning of 2024. So it'd been like about a year and a half since they had been gone. This person they identified as.
If you're on the live, hit the likes up, hit the likes up, hit the likes up.
Yes. So this person they identified as a person that would have been 15 had they made it to their birthday. But I don't believe she made it to her birthday, because her birthday was around the time that the body was discovered. So there are a lot of videos and pictures and what have you of this person that was in the trunk and David. So people, put two and two together and kind of figured out that this was David's girlfriend. Now, David is an adult. So sounds like they had a relationship for a while. Texas and conversations were unraveled of her talking about him to friends and stuff like that. So it just sounds like it was an intimate relationship. They had been together for some years, and we're assuming that she ran away because she had ran away a couple of times before she ran away for good. And he will post pictures of her on his close friends list on Instagram and whatnot. So it was only like a select few that actually, saw her on his page. They did a horrible job of trying to keep her under wraps on his live stream. But yeah, it sounds like he had probably been in a relationship with her since she was like, what, 11 or some bullshit like that. So it was definitely it was definitely an illegal relationship. Believe he is currently 20. So there's a lot of weird shit going on with him.
He's older than that. He's older than that. He's older than 20.
He is?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Nonetheless, he's an adult. What a lot of people are assuming is that she probably became pregnant, and that's probably why she is no longer living. We don't know this for a fact, of course, because stuff is still coming out. Initially, he was cooperating with the police, but up until recently, he stopped cooperating. So there's that. And then, the body is in his car, even though he was nowhere near his car. He could be totally innocent or he could totally be the culprit. We just really don't know. The tour ended up getting canceled because of all of this, but he is not arrested. He's not charged, not any other sort as of yet. So, yeah. It is a weird situation. They've been diving in to his videos. They've been diving in. He has multiple social media accounts. One of them is the business one with the music and what have you, and then another one is a religious one because he was very religious. So they've been really diving into like when he drops certain types of music and whatnot, and what the meaning is behind the music, and then the style of certain things that he does at the concerts and whatnot, and what he sings about and what have you. Like, they have really been doing a lot of deep dives into that stuff, and like, how it is now, everybody's a detective online, so people are coming up with their own conspiracy theories on what's happening and what have you, and what this mean and what that means. But all I know is that this girl who was almost 15 has passed away. And they just released her body to her family, I think like yesterday or today or something. But yeah, her body, obviously, if it was stinking real bad, her body has already started to decompose and what have you. Yeah, so
that body fucked off.
Yeah. They haven't officially told us when they believe that she passed away, but they're assuming that she passed away probably right before her birthday, and I believe her birthday was the 8th.
Yep.
So yeah, and then it was found in LA. It never rains in Southern California, so it probably was hot as hell.
So
so that made it even worse.
So before you finish your deep dive, I will say this, because this is the thing that got me that I didn't understand. The Tesla was parked in a tow lot.
Mm-hmm.
They had no idea that this Tesla was parked in the tow lot. When they found that this Tesla was parked in the tow lot, they towed the shit back to the address that it was addressed to.
Did they?
Yes, because they was like, "What the fuck is this doing here?"
Wait,
And they
hold
making
on.
it
No,
point
no,
it
no,
fuck
no,
back.
no. No. That's not that. It couldn't have been to the address that it was addressed to, because the address it was addressed to was in Texas.
So this is how they found out about David. It's because when they seen that it was in a tow lot, and they looked, it was a Texas fucking license plate, and they realized that in that Texas license plate, um, this is registered in Texas, but it's to a dude here,
Yeah.
and so they towed it back. Like that's how the whole thing. That's how all this shit started.
See, I didn't know that they took it from the tow lot. I thought that the car was by the resident, by his LA residence, and then but it was like on a street.
No, so it was in the tow lot. They was like, "What the fuck is this doing here? What the fuck is this Tesla here? We don't have it registered on anything." So they towed it back because it was they seen the Texas plates on it, and they was like, "Okay, this might be a rental car or whatever." And then they realized it was that shit was registered to him, and where he was staying at, they pulled it back. So if you watch certain news, because I try to deep dive into it, one of the neighbors was like, "We found it weird that they brought it back to the house."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The tow company brought that motherfucker back to the house. They found that weird.
And see, what I had been hearing was that the car was being moved randomly, but it was like hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
And they were saying that he low key probably was doing that on purpose because he wanted to get caught. But again,
and so this is the thing. So, and I'm not, when I say this, I don't know that like if he did anything or didn't do anything.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I find it quite odd that he, him or somebody else parked it in a tow lot. That tow lot found out about it, brought it back to whatever residence was registered to him, because the license plates and all that came back to him, and so they towed it back to where that residence is. And then that's when they was like, "Oh, this looks a little fishy," and then brought it back to a tow lot, popped the trunk, found a dead body. All the while this man is on tour.
Yeah.
So I ain't saying he did or didn't do anything. What I'm saying is all of that shit that is going on is kind of fishy. On top of this, so if y'all don't know about what's going on with David, David has he's made songs on this lady's birthday for a long time.
Yeah.
They had matching tattoos.
Yeah.
So they have text messages, because when they parked it back to its spot, and that's when they picked up the body. When they parked it back to its spot, they also got all of the evidence that they needed that proves that they have been with interactions with each other, on top of her friends having interactions, and they sending it or they have an investigation, so they're showing the police this. This nigga has been making songs not only about hurting people or hurting young women, but killing them and getting away with it.
Yeah.
This is the weirdest shit ever. Like when I
It's
deep
very
dive into
weird.
this, I'm like, this is some of the most oddest shit I've ever came across.
It's extremely weird. It's like a psychological thriller in real life. In real life. And
Like he's made songs about how he can't live without her,
Mhm.
or how he has done things and he don't feel bad about it.
Mhm.
Like, and again, I don't know the case, and for the most part, let me say this, because I don't want to say like um I think he's guilty or anything, because I just want the world to understand certain things.
Mhm.
Well, I ain't gonna put my opinion about this, but it's very strange for you to make songs about this, for y'all to have matching tattoos, for you to act like this is something that provokes your career, because Lindsay didn't say this, but I will say this. He had he had like caskets and shit at his show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, so I ain't saying he did it, but I'm just saying he did it. You know, they're like, I don't know how else the way. I don't know the other way to word it. Of I can't say he did it because evidence can prove that he didn't. But
We don't know
and I
yet.
don't know what evidence can prove that he didn't. But you know, I don't know how. You know what I'm saying? Cops got to be cops.
Cops got a
But
cop. Cops got a cop.
he been saying he did it for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what nigga, like, what person that you know in America? So if we in Kansas City, so I'll say this for my Kansas City natives: if Rich the Factor shot the nigga that killed we, and then start putting caskets at all of his shows for the nigga that shot the we, and he said it like, you know, death to the nigga that shot we. You don't think they would have been like, man, this looks a little bit like you did it, sir.
Yeah, a little bit.
Looks a little bit like you did it. This is what he was doing.
Yeah.
Like,
It's weird.
I think I think this should be open and shut. Like, boom, send this nigga, give this nigga 100 years, and then give this nigga the electric chair. But
Well, this is my thing. Yes. What we have been seeing don't look good. However, it's not like it's a smoking gun.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, he could be victim too. Because I mean, yeah, they found the body in his car, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the one that put it there. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's the reason why the girl's not alive. You know, like y'all found it there.
So my thing about that is, he is and he ain't.
Yeah.
So that, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing in a nutshell. Because the internet has evidence that he's been grooming this young woman.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna stand on, I don't know if he killed her or not.
Yeah.
But I will say he's been grooming her.
Yeah.
So
He's most definitely been doing that.
Whatever happened,
Yeah.
whoever did, if it wasn't him, he still was the catalyst of why she is not here no more.
Yeah. Yeah. And even if even if he did not do it, even if he didn't summons it to be done, he knows the story. He knows
Exactly.
what happened. Excuse me, because from what it looks like is that she ran away to be with him and they had been together this whole time. So now all of a sudden they're not together. She didn't go home. And then that was another thing too. It was kind of looking like maybe she wanted to go home, but I mean it's too far gone at this point. You gotta stay. Like, we here for life at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been that, and he could have been like, I'm not going to jail for you. I love you dearly, but I'm not going to jail for you. You're not going home. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been that. Like, we don't know.
The whole thing.
And that's even if he did it.
She is from us. She's not from LA. She's from a small town in California that they seen him before she passed in this area.
Yeah.
Looking like he was bribing people. He was paying off her friends.
Mm.
And that was the thing that people were saying on social media. They were saying that he was paying off friends for them to not say that they had a relationship.
Yeah.
And they literally have footage of this. This is a bad deal for David. Like, this is a bad deal. At the end of the day, whatever happened, you're gonna be accountable for it.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's it. That's all. We can say whatever we want to say, and we can have our opinions about it. But evidence shows that you are really grooming an individual that end up getting killed. So if we never find who the real killer is, you're gonna do that real killer's time.
Yeah.
Because you groomed her. Mm-hmm. And it's evidence to prove that you groomed her.
Yeah. Yeah. So definitely a story that is continuing to develop by the day. And we will be watching that as well, because if for nothing else, just for the extreme minimum of it all, it's interesting. But yeah, right. But rest in peace to Celeste, and our condolences go to her family, because don't nobody want to bury their child.
Yeah.
So this is crazy. This is crazy. But yeah. So the last story is the movie Him. Him came out this past weekend.
3 hours.
Yes.
God damn! Like,
right.
I didn't think these topics
was gonna require all this.
Too.
Yeah. But that big left we took at the beginning, which I'm glad we took. If there wasn't any other time that would have made it more meaningful, that left we took today was very meaningful. So yeah. We have those days, but yeah. But this is the last one. We just gonna shoot our initial thoughts. I want us to do a collab to talk about this one. So we just gonna shoot our initial thoughts, and we gotta wait on Maria to watch it.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was about to say. Let's get into that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Maria. Shout out to Roomies and Movies.
Yes, and happy birthday, because her birthday's coming up. So
happy birthday!
Mm-hmm. Yep, Libra gang. Libra gang. Okay,
so for that for.
Anywho, so Him, like I was saying, it came out last weekend. It didn't top the box office, and it came out to a lot of people talking negatively about it. Yeah, so we watched it. So what was your just general thought behind it? And before you give your general thoughts, how many times did you watch it?
I actually watched it twice.
You did? Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I watched it last night, and then I watched it because I had a little bit of free time today. And when I say this, is like I had a Zoom call. That Zoom call was very fucking boring. I hate to say it like that, but it's the honest to God truth.
Hey.
And so I watched it again on the Zoom call. And so I just chimed in when I could. And I was in the middle of work, so I was doing 3 things at once.
Oh, wow.
But hey, it is what it is. I watched it. I watched it twice. I'll just say that. Do you want my opinion first, or do
yeah,
you?
Yeah. What was your initial thoughts?
I liked it the first time. I liked it the second time. The movie is fucking better than what people are saying it is. I liked the fucking movie. Now, it is certain things about the movie, like, yeah, they should have like really went into. But I know how, you try to set a plot up and then you try to run through. Like, I'm not I don't have a degree in film like some people do. But what I will say is, I did like how they tried to set the visuals up on how they put the plot in at the end for that last 20 minutes. Because that last 20 minutes is fucking crucial. And it's not crucial like, oh, they were saying some outtakes or anything, but like that last 20 minutes was crucial because it was just I'm in the gore. But in that last 20 minutes of what it was and what it will be, I loved every bit of it. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, I really do like this movie. I watched it with Jasmine last night, and I told her, hey, tell me your summary about it, and then I'll talk about it. And she was like, no, I don't have no summary about it, but she liked the movie too, and then she liked the shift of the power shift and the plot of it, like how Marlon seen that power shift. He felt without giving spoilers, because I don't want to give spoilers for people that haven't seen the movie.
Okay. I don't know. To be honest, like after I got done with it, I was like, I don't know how I feel. Like, it wasn't something that I can just be like, oh, this is trash. But in the same breath, I see what people were saying. Because I caught a thing or two of what people were saying. And people was just like, it's missing something. It's definitely missing quite a few things. The main thing that it missed for me is the element of caring for the characters. I didn't care. It didn't make me care. Like they were one-dimensional. Like we didn't get any real exposition of any character, no background, no nothing. Like, how did we get here? And then I started watching people's reviews of it, right? This one person brought up a great point. They was like, you did all of this because you wanted him to sign? Why y'all just didn't ask him? I was like, yeah. Why y'all just didn't ask him?
But it wasn't about asking him.
Then I watched another review because, to your point, it wasn't about just asking him. So this other person said, y'all pretty much have been showing us that Marlon is his GOAT. So y'all did all of this to get him here. However, y'all didn't have to do all of this to get him here, because if he was 100% in, like y'all trying to tell us that he was, and Marlon Wayans was his GOAT, I don't think it would have been that much convincing to get us here without having to go through what you went through. Because that's his GOAT. He pretty much would have done anything he asked him to do. I was like, points were made. Points were made.
Okay. All right.
I mean, points were made. Like I can't deny that. Like that was a great point. That was a great point.
It's a great point if you're not an athlete.
And I think some of the people that I saw on Twitter, they were saying, like, the people that was taking up for the movie, they were saying two things. Half of them was like, you gotta be a football fan to understand, which I don't necessarily subscribe to that, but sure. The other one was, you gotta be black to understand. That one, I was like, where? Like, what bigger than the program metaphor y'all coming up with for that one?
You don't have to be black to understand.
Yeah.
You have to be an athlete to understand.
I mean, I played a little something back in my day. It wasn't football, it was basketball. But
So, because I want y'all to watch the movie.
yeah.
If you like it or not, people. But I will say this. It is certain things that happen that I totally understood, in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I understood is this. Playing hurt puts you in a situation where you can be compromised. This individual, not Marlon's character, but the character who was trying to be the GOAT, he was already compromised. So trying to be great and compromise makes you compromise the certain things that you do. Another aspect of it was because it went psychological, so I'll go psychological. What this team was trying to do was trying to keep a legacy alive.
Yeah.
So that how they placed the movie, it turned into that psychological thriller because of what they were doing to this young man. That I totally loved. Just because it was a legacy that they wanted him to be a part of. And the resilience of being great and being black is not compromising. That young man realized that being great and being black, I don't need nobody else. The character Marlon had, he was compromised, and he said being black and being great isn't good enough. Yeah. He had to side with something. So that's where I looked at it and I was like, oh, I totally understand. Not that I understand, because I've I went to a JV team, played a couple of games, and like, because I'm never gonna be like I'm a superior athlete. No, I'm not gonna do that. But what I will say is I know I've seen people great. Shout out to my man Mike Harden, man. I watched that man go to the NFL. But I'm saying I know what it is, and I know what it is not to compromise who you are.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I just wanted to get our initial thoughts about it and whatnot. When we talk about it with Maria, we'll spoil the hell out of it and go more in depth. But just right now, I just wanted to get those initial thoughts.
Right.
So
I almost said you almost said like we'll smoke, because we'll smoke. We'll definitely smoke and talk about it.
Yeah. So I don't have any final thoughts. So Jerry's final thoughts. Take it away.
Oh man, we've been here for a minute, so I want to wrap y'all up, and I want to say, real quick, even off of what we've been talking about, be prepared to not be prepared, y'all. We're going through not only a government, but just a world that is going in a turmoil. We have wars everywhere. We have our government that is not even thinking about us, but is trying to pick sides with everybody else. And saying we're gonna be over here, we're gonna be over here. Whatever side is good for us, we're going to pick sides. You gotta have a resolve in yourself. You gotta understand that certain things are good and certain things are bad. Never ever fall for the service queue. If people don't know what the service queue is, that just means you are waiting for someone to take things and take care of it for you. That's what a service queue is. If you ever been in a situation where your computer is fucking up, or hey, I can't get this phone to work, and you have certain things to work, you're waiting on a service queue. Never wait on the service queue. Look at what's going on with the world and decide where you want to be at, because this is not the time to play defense.
Yeah.
You gotta know where you go, what you choose, and how to run with it. And please, when you do that, run with that to the fullest, complete of it. Never ever go midway through and be like, I made a mistake. Even if you think you made a mistake, follow it through, because it's going to be way better than you trying to double track or backtrack and try to go on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Stay fully engulfed in what you want to believe in. And as always, take care of yourself and others.
Well, thank you for Jerry's final thoughts. And this is episode 176 of the Ish We Talk. And we will see you guys for episode 177. Bye.
Exactly.